Shitter's full.
Five-star dummy.
How's everybody doing? What I miss in the 3:30 games? Nothing interesting, I hope. Wow. Did Oregon have more points than Colorado had yards? Wow. Wow. All right, I made it back in time for the primetime games. I'm a happy camper. Of course, Notre Dame, Ohio State is going to be on the big TV in the middle. I'm going to have Georgia UAB on at least until it's a blowout on one of the other TVs. And I've got Iowa, Penn State set to come on over here. We will switch the TVs around based on which games become interesting or worth watching as the night goes on, but that's what we're going to start with here. Notre Dame, Ohio State on the big TV in the middle, Georgia UAB on this side, Iowa, Penn State over here. We will do our best to keep up with all the scores here in the top 25 on the side of the screen. Arkansas up early on the corn dog. Uh-oh, corn dog. What happened to Clemson today? Well, their season is over. Is Clemson really like 1-4 in their last 5 games against Power 5 opponents? Is that true? Can anyone confirm or deny that for me? Georgia taking the field now. Notre Dame about to take the field here. Notre Dame wearing the all green today for no fucking reason. They carried their happy asses all the way over to Ireland and wore regular uniforms. Now they come back home and wearing the all green. Makes little to no sense at all to me. Makes little to no sense at all to me. The Your Season is Over video tomorrow is going to be absolute fire. My brain is literally about to catch on fire just thinking about it. It's going to be unbelievable. Hope you all enjoyed my nursery rhyme from earlier. I have a whole series of nursery rhymes that I'm set to release over the next few days. I released my first nursery rhyme earlier today. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out again to the Clemson man. How y'all doing? Everybody enjoying their Saturday? Well, everybody except Clemson man and Colorado man. Well, there is no Colorado man. There's just Deion Sanders man. There aren't any Colorado fans. There's just Deion Sanders fans. That's it. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders sacked like 10 times. I did my best to keep up with some of what was going on my phone. But either later tonight or in the morning, I'm obviously going to have to go back and rewatch some of the 3:30 games because I had to leave for about 3 hours this afternoon to go take care of some stuff with my kids for homecoming and different things like that. But I'm back. We're going to watch some primetime games. I'm pretty excited about it. Is this a whiteout at Penn State for the Iowa game? Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, I guess. I don't know. How's everybody doing? Hey, can y'all do me a favor and hit the thumbs up real quick? We're about to have a great time tonight watching these primetime games. I don't know how the games are going to go, but I can assure you that you will be thoroughly entertained here by Uncle Lou. Trent Dilfer about ready to take his happy ass back to ESPN. UAB is an absolute dumpster fire. Look at him. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like a broke down Zach Smith. He's a bandwagoner ever broken down so spectacular. No. Colorado going to the playoffs. Of course they are. Of course they are. Notre Dame looks like the boogers from the Mucinex commercials. Yeah, they're wearing green jerseys and green pants. It's not a good look, I don't think. So many UJ starters not playing. Yeah, we're about 5 or 6 starters today at least. But we've been missing starters all year. I don't make excuses about injuries. Georgia's got 85 scholarships just like everybody else does. If somebody's injured, you got to put the next guy in. It's that simple. That's why you recruit, and that's why you develop. So not going to hear me making no injury excuses about any Georgia game ever. The Bicycle College lost today. Arkansas beat them? Okay, good. I had picked Arkansas in that game. Duke is winning the ACC. Well, it looks like Clemson's definitely not winning it. Clemson's currently 3 games behind Duke and Florida State, so Clemson can just hang it up. UAB kicks it off. We're underway in Athens. Fielded at the 2. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20. Hurdles a man, falls at the 25. Makai Muse with the return. Georgia will start off 1st and 10 on their own 25, the first possession of the game. Y'all talking about a trash team that won 1 game a year ago? Crazy. Yeah, they are a trash team. I agree with you there. They're absolute garbage. Carson Beck, quarterback for Georgia, comes out in a shotgun on 1st and 10. 2 wide to the bottom, 1 up top. Looks like Dejon Edwards back there with him. Play action pass. Beck goes deep over the middle, wide open. Dominic Lovett on a post. They can't tackle him, still on his feet, into UAB territory. Big gain for Georgia on the first play. Dominic Lovett on a post route, running wide open in the middle of the field. Blown coverage for sure there. Nice ball by Carson Beck. Good to see Georgia stretching the field here, something they've not really been able to do much this year. Another play action pass. Throws to the outside, caught this time by, I think that's Smith. Who is that? Is that Ra Thomas. Is that Ra? I think that was Ra Thomas made that catch. Picks up 4 or 5. 2nd down for Georgia. Notre Dame will be kicking off to start this game here. Ohio State will have the ball first. Sam Hartman looks like a fucking lumberjack. You think Ryan Day's mad that Sam Hartman has a better beard than him? Probably. Kickoff goes into the end zone. Ohio State 1st and 10 on their 25. Carson Beck complete. This time to Brock Bowers out in the flat. Brock Bowers fumbled. UAB recovered, or did they? No, Georgia recovered. Brock Bowers on a pass complete out in the flat. Fumbled along the sideline, went out of bounds. First and 10, Georgia. Sam Hartman getting that brawny paper towel man money. Yeah, he looks just like the brawny man, doesn't he? How's everybody doing? Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight watching these games with me. Please hit the thumbs up here at the start of the show. That's a big help. 1st and 10, Georgia in the red zone. Dejon Edwards up the middle. Picks up 8 yards. Kyle McCord throws on 1st down. Gonna lose about 5 yards on the play. One of those throws out to the flat that every single team seems to be doing 30 or 40 times a game these days. Didn't fool Notre Dame. Lost yards. 2nd and long coming up for Ohio State now. Georgia got called with a holding on that running play. That's gonna back them up. 1st and long coming up for the Dogs. Pistol formation this time for Ohio State. They bring a man in motion. McCord ready. Snap. Going to hand it off. Tries to get outside, does get outside. Nice gain on the ground up to the 28. It's going to be 3rd and about 7 now coming up for Ohio State. Travion Henderson with the carry. 1st and 20 for Georgia after that holding penalty. Play action pass again. Beck steps up, throws, incomplete. Intended for Marcus Rosemy-Jack-Saint. 2nd and 20 coming up for the Dogs. Georgia, of course, has no problem getting down to the other team's 20 or 25-yard line. It's everything after that that's a problem. So I fully expect this drive to stall here and for Georgia to attempt and then miss a field goal. That would be my guess on what's going to happen there. Meanwhile, back to the Ohio State game. 3rd and 7 here for Ohio State. Their first possession of the game. According to shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Snap, back to throw, looks to his left, now over the middle, throws, complete, and picks up a 1st down. Needed 7, picked up about 12 or 13. Tight end Stover with the catch. 1st down, Buckeyes. 2nd and 20, Cash Jones. Picks up a few yards for Georgia. 3rd and long coming up for the Dogs. Missed field goal on deck coming up here for Georgia in just a few minutes. 3rd and 13. They're not going to get this 1st down, then they're going to miss a field goal. This is what Georgia does. They drive down the field and they can't do anything, then they miss a field goal. So I'll keep you updated on that missed field goal when it occurs. 2nd down coming up now for Ohio State. Look at Ryan Day. Well, he ain't missed a meal all offseason, has he? Wow. Ryan Day looking like Josh Heupel out here. Incomplete pass for Georgia. There is a flag down. I think they're going to get UAB for pass interference, which will give Georgia a 1st down. Kyle McCord throws, pass complete near midfield, breaks a tackle, stiff arms another man, and picks up the 1st down. Ohio State on the move here with their first possession. Yeah, they got UAB for pass interference in the end zone. So doing Georgia a favor there because they was about to miss a field goal. Now you just gave them new life with a 1st and 10 following that pass interference penalty. Iowa State and Penn State just about to kick off here. Ohio State goes deep down the sideline. Pass incomplete. 2nd down coming up. All right, let's see who's here. Who's hanging out today? I hope y'all hit the thumbs up. That Colorado pack hitting hard, woo. Yeah. That Colorado pack's all smoked out. Touchdown, Arian Smith. Another one of those little hitch passes. Thrown right at the perimeter. Arian Smith makes the catch. Makes a couple of guys miss into the end zone. 12-yard touchdown. Georgia goes up 6-0 over UAB. 12 minutes to go in the 1st. 2nd and 10. McCord back to throw. Good protection. Referees wave it off. I think a false start here on Ohio State. Let's see. Yeah, they're going to back Ohio State up 5 yards. Lucas Sharp, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate you helping to support the stream. He says, that Colorado pack hitting hard. Am I right, everyone? That Colorado pack's all smoked out, buddy. That Colorado pack got all smoked out in the first 3 weeks. Now the L's are going to start stacking up. Extra point is up and good. Georgia 7, UAB 0, 12:04 to go in the 1st. Still no score. Notre Dame, Ohio State, 12:06 to go in the 1st. Ohio State looking at a 2nd and 15 right at midfield. Banjo says Deion's all hat, no cattle. Damn. He's definitely all hat and no lines of scrimmage. I mean, no lines of scrimmage at all for Colorado. They've got good skill players, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But, man, that offensive line's probably the worst in the Power 5. Shedeur Sanders must have got sacked another 10 times today. They can't run the ball to save their life. Their defense has got more holes in it than a pasta strainer. But, yeah, Shedeur Sanders is really good. No doubt. James Forkham, thank you for the super chat. He says, Buffaloes haven't had it this bad in Oregon since the Oregon Trail. Wow. Wow. 3rd and 12 for Ohio State. Deep down the middle. Nearly intercepted. Overthrew the receiver. I think that was Emeka Ibuka. Or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't name these people. So I don't know, these people get mad when you say somebody's name wrong. I'm not the one that sits around trying to come up with the most unpronounceable name imaginable and then getting mad when people pronounce it wrong. But anyway, incomplete pass. So Ohio State picks up a few 1st downs, but the drive bogs down. Yeah, Emeka Ibuka or whatever his name is. So Ohio State picked up a few 1st downs. Drive bogs down on the Notre Dame 48. They're going to have to punt it away here on 4th and 12. Iowa's got the ball first in this game, which is no big deal. They have no offense at all, so they'll probably go 3 and out. Oh my God, don't look now, but Iowa just got a first down. Bramlett Dale, thank you for the super chat. The fairy tale is over in Boulder. Thank you for the super chat. Bubba Tweet says, hey, Uncle Lou, how has your day been? Good, I hope. Can't wait to see who comes out on top of the Ohio State and Notre Dame game. I've got Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame in a close one, but this is a hard game to pick here. Ohio State's more talented, but on the road in Notre Dame, Sam Hartman, a lot more experience than Kyle McCord. That's why I lean Notre Dame, but I'm hoping for a really good game. How's everybody doing? Jack Billions, Evan Russell, Shoot 'em 556 is here, Jay Shipes, Marie, Auburn fans since 2010. Boy, y'all got humiliated again today, didn't you? Boy, Auburn's down. Who's bad worse, Auburn or Clemson? Probably Auburn, but Clemson ain't far behind. But man, Auburn is god awful. God awful. Tristan, No Limit Soldier, Jonathan Miller, Christian Kofi, Gamecock, Orbit. I need 7 TVs. There's a lot of good games on tonight. I'd like to be watching Arkansas, LSU. I'd like to be watching Mississippi State, South Carolina. Gonna have to make do with 3 TVs for right now, though. Billy Boy, Vic Tube, Anthony Swift, Sharkle, Carl Thomas, Clint Eastwood. Jeff Allen, what's up, buddy? Drewski, 2 times. They call him that because he says everything 2 times. I'm going to go get the papers. Y'all seen good? Please tell me you've seen Goodfellas. I forget the guy's name. It's something 2 times. Tommy 2 times or something like that. And they're like, his name's Tommy 2 times. We call him that because he says everything 2 times. And then the guy goes, I'm going to go get the papers. Is that you, Brewski? I'm watching Iowa and Penn State. Yeah, I got that game on over here. No score early in that one, 13 minutes to go. I got Iowa, Penn State over here. Notre Dame, Ohio State in the middle. Georgia, UAB over here. Georgia, UAB will probably be the first game we turn off. That'll be a blowout here pretty soon. Then we can put a different game on this TV. Maybe Arkansas, LSU. Maybe Mississippi State, South Carolina. Oregon State, Washington State. I mean, there's a lot of good games on right now. Trucking with Jeter says, Pearsall literally moshed 3 Charlotte players. A beautiful catch. You're the only one watching that one. UAB on 1st and 10. Nice little play there. Throw out to the flat. Picks up about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up for UAB. They trail Georgia 7-0 early in the first quarter. Notre Dame takes the field on offense. Their first possession of the day. Following that Ohio State punt, 1st and 10 from their own 11. Sam Hartman under center. Fake the jet sweep, hand it off to Estime in the backfield. He's going to get barely back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on the ground for Estime that time. 2nd and 10 coming up for Notre Dame. Rudy wearing the all-green uniforms today. It looks absolutely disgusting. I'm all for Notre Dame wearing some green, but the all-green jerseys and the all-green pants look absolutely disgusting. They look like 11 jars of baby food running around on the field. It's just no sense in it at all. It just looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks like some recreation football team in the poor part of town. Back to throw. Over the middle, caught. Oh, wow, all kinds of room. Up past the 30 to the 35. Guy caught the ball and turned around, expected to be hit, and there was just nobody there. He ran for 15 yards before anybody thought about touching him. What happened to the Ohio State defense that was supposed to be a million times better this year? Don't know. Haven't seen it yet so far. Still looking. 3rd and 6 coming up for UAB. Under 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. UAB up to midfield, though. Let's see if Georgia's defense can make a play and get off the field. UAB is going to get sacked here. Number 97, is that Warren Brinson? Warren Brinson with the sack for the Dogs. 1st and 10 pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up now for Rudy. 4th and 14 for UAB. They're going to have to kick it away. 42-6, Deion stands are hiding, says Christian Russell. Could have been a lot worse than that. Oregon had mercy on them. It was 35-0 at halftime. Oregon had more points at halftime than Colorado had total yards. Oregon's win doesn't mean anything because Colorado was bad. And if Oregon would have lost, Colorado would have been the real deal. I think Colorado can still win the World Cup, the World Series, and the Super Bowl, according to some of the stuff I'm reading on the internet. Georgia returns the punt back to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Dogs. Under 10 minutes to go. 9:42. Georgia up 7-0. Will the Clemson man be mad when they find out there's a way to go get talent from other schools in the offseason, says Cole Garrett Creek. It'll be interesting to see if Dabo finally gives in and starts to use the portal this year. Clemson is not in a good spot right now. They're just not. They've only won. Are they really? Somebody told me today they're 1-4 in their last 5 games against the Power 5. I'm gonna have to look that. Let's see. So they lost to Duke, and well, I guess that probably is true because they've lost to Duke and Florida State this year. So they're 0-2 this year against the Power 5. They lost the bowl game last year to Tennessee. That's 0-3. They lost the last game of the regular season. But they did win the ACC title game in between there. So, yeah, they're 1-4 in their last 5 games against Power 5 opponents. That's absolute poverty, son. That's absolute poverty. Y'all heard my Clemson nursery rhyme from earlier, didn't you? Hickory dickory dock. Clemson has a pet rock. Pete's down bad. Dabo loves God, but his brother likes a 9-year-old's cock. Unfortunately, that's true. I know it's disgusting, but Dabo Swinney's brother's got a couple of issues he's dealing with there. 1st and 10 for Georgia. They keep it on the ground. Looks like true freshman Andrew Paul, or redshirt freshman Andrew Paul with the carry. Picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up for Georgia now. Let me make sure I got all these super chats. And Joe. Alabama defense looks legit. Let's not talk about the offense, though, says Jesus Christ Home Slice. Yeah, the defense looked good today, but their offense is pitiful. I mean, it's hard to describe how bad Alabama's offense is. Would Lane Kiffin and Ole Piss be featured in the Your Season Is Over? Of course they will, Christian Russell. Thank y'all for the super chats. Of course they will be in the Your Season Is Over video. Of course they will. 3rd and 3. Notre Dame keeps it on the ground, and it looks like they got just enough for a first down. They're in Ohio State territory up around the 40. 1st and 10 for Rudy. Penn State's backed up all the way inside its own 1-yard line. 3rd and 14 from inside the 1. Drew Allar in a shotgun standing 5 yards deep in his own end zone. Snap, back to throw. Complete over to the sideline, well short of a first down. They'll be punting it from their own end zone here. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame on the Ohio State 41. Sam Hartman sits in the pocket, scrambles out to his left, gets rid of it in the flat. Caught, but pushed out of bounds for no gain, maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and long now for Notre Dame. Why can't LSU score? Are they still losing to Arkansas? Wow. What happened to the Corn Dogs? I thought LSU was good. What's going on there? Night game? You don't want to play LSU at home at night. You don't want to play LSU at home at night. Yeah. You're losing to Arkansas 3-0, so. Where's that dummy James and that idiot Nussbus driver troll that's in the comments? Where are they at hiding out now? Now that LSU's losing to Arkansas. Now they you can't find them now. Can't find them now. 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Sam Hartman back to throw. Gets rid of it over the middle. Caught. Nice catch by the tight end. It was good coverage. Sam Hartman threw it up high and the tight end climbed the ladder and made the catch. First down there for Rudy in that. Yeah, that's good coverage there. One-handed catch by the tight end. Keeps the drive alive for Notre Dame. Getting down close to the red zone. Close to the red zone. Notre Dame offense looking good, says Evan Russell. Yeah, one nice one-handed catch. The SEC has clearly forgotten how to score, says Marie. 1st and 10, Notre Dame now on the Ohio State 27. Estime, no room there. Squirms forward for maybe a yard. 2nd and about 9 coming up for Notre Dame. Y'all have to look at these Notre Dame uniforms if you haven't seen them yet. They are absolutely awful. I'm all for Notre Dame wearing some green, but it's an all green jersey and all green pants. It looks absolutely hideous. They look like an XFL team or something. It's hard to even describe. It looks so bad. If Alabama was good, they would be good. Yeah. But they're not good, so therefore they're not good. On 2nd and 9, Notre Dame keeps it on the ground off left tackle, picks up a couple of yards, but 3rd and long coming up now for Notre Dame. 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter in the Georgia UAB game. Georgia still up 7-0. They do have the ball. This is their 2nd possession. 3rd and 6 for Notre Dame. Let's see if they can keep the drive alive or they're going to end up having to settle for a field goal. Let's see. 3rd and 6 for Notre Dame. Georgia 3rd and 6 as well on their own 34. Empty backfield for Carson Beck. Sam Hartman in the pocket, scrambling throws, complete, but tackled a yard short. Georgia's out here. What in the fuck is Georgia doing? Carson Beck just got sacked. Georgia's going to have to punt. Georgia's going to have to punt. Carson Beck can't get rid of the ball in time. Takes a pointless, meaningless sack for no particular reason at all. What are you doing, son? You ran right into the motherfucker. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not sure Carson Beck knows what he's doing, to be honest. I'm getting less... did you know Carson Beck winked, though? Carson Beck winked last week. So all Georgia's problems are now fixed, according to Georgia Man. According to Sunshine Pumping Georgia Man. 4th and 1. Notre Dame's going to go for it. Sam Hartman takes off running, puts his shoulder down. And boy, that's close. I think they're going to give him the first down. He was knocked out of bounds right at the marker. He said, fuck that slide and shit, and he put his shoulder down. Boy, soft Ohio State defense can't even tackle quarterbacks. First down, Rudy. Wow, look at this. Come up and make the tackle, man. Come up and make the tackle short of the first down. But nope, you just dip your shoulder down and bump into the guy like a pinball. Pitiful. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is that? Hartman back to throw again, running for his life again. No, that's a replay. Shit, I'm about to say that looks just like the last play. I don't think he got it, actually. If they review this, I don't think he got the first down. I think he was short. Maybe they are reviewing it because they went to a commercial break. But I think he's short. Ryan Day is jealous of Sam Hartman's beard. That's an absolute fact. Sam Hartman's got an actual beard. Ryan Day looks like it was like colored on with like an Etch-a-Sketch beard. If Ohio State doesn't figure out this, their fans are going to start complaining about injuries again. Oh, yeah. Well, they're waiting to do that. UAB picks up a first down on the ground. On their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10. They're down 7-0. Another handoff. Nowhere to go this time. 2nd and 10 coming up for UAB. Still no score, Iowa and Penn State, the annual whiteout game for Penn State. Penn State 3-0, Iowa 3-0. Commercial break on that one right now. Commercial break still on the Notre Dame game, reviewing that spot. 2nd and 9, UAB back to throw. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of the receiver. Probably should have been caught. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up for UAB. Hunt Dog, thank you for the super chat. I think we can all agree it's ice to be a Blinto. Yeah, ice to be a Blinto, everybody. Ice to be a Blinto. Except for the Clemson man and the Colorado man. They're down real bad. They're down real bad. Yeah, LSU's still down 3-0. Washington State up 21-7 over Oregon State. That might be one I got wrong. I picked Oregon State in that one. Florida up 13-0 over Charlotte. No score, Texas, Baylor. We'll keep an eye on all these games tonight. Nice tackle by Dalen Everett on that third down play. 4th and 8 for UAB now. Yeah, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Wasn't that a 4th down play? That's going to be a turnover on downs, right? It's going to be Ohio State's ball, I believe. Come on, what are you doing? Come on, man, get in this and that. Come on. You want me to put on your thing in this? You want to get on your thing in that? Come on. Well, and then went right there. You can get up on your thing in that. Go ahead. Come on, you ring. You don't want to do it? You say you don't want to do it? What do you want to do? Are you saying hi to the people? They're right there. Talking to the cat. Sorry about that. I think we can all agree it's nice to be a Blintos. Most of us can. Bama stomped a mud hole in Ole Miss. What was it, 24-10? Stomped a mud hole. Shit. Ohio State with the ball back after Notre Dame turned it over on downs. Kind of surprised they didn't just kick a field goal there. I don't understand all these teams leaving points on the board. McCord in the pocket, scrambling around. They're going to get to him. He might have actually ended up gaining about a yard. He fell forward, but basically a sack there. And it's going to be 4th down. Ohio State goes 3 and out again. Oh, Notre Dame's moving down the field. They're just making dumb decisions. Ohio State just can't get out of neutral. 3 and out here. They're going to have to punt it away. I don't understand why Notre Dame didn't kick that field. I don't understand these teams early in games that get down there and come away, and don't try to field goal. It just don't make no sense to me. Look at Iowa fumbling and shit. Yeah, Penn State recovered too. Iowa fumble, Penn State recovery with 9:03 to go in the first quarter. Still no score there. Iowa 0, Penn State 0. And back to the commercials again. Well, they show you about 3 plays, then they go to a commercial. 3 plays, then they go to a commercial. That's about aggravating. Where's Happy House Lady? She'll be over here in a little bit. Good thing they shortened the games. Yeah. So they can show us 3 plays and then take a 5-minute commercial break. Arkansas 6, LSU 0. Yeah, another field goal for Arkansas. They sped up the game and show more commercials. That's what it seems like. Charlotte is on upset alert. Yeah, Florida might mess around and beat Charlotte. They might mess around and beat Charlotte. I guarantee. I used to be a Blinto. Ice to be a Blinto. Did I not write any of this down? Overthrow Joe. Kansas -9. What was the score of the Kansas game? What was the final score of the Kansas game? Anybody know? When you're the 2-time Natty champ, you get to pick your cupcakes. When are you going to have the nursery rhyme about Colorado? Do I have a Colorado one yet? No, I don't. I've got one about Texas and Miami. I got one about Texas and Miami if y'all want to hear that one. My hoose hurt me bad last night. I'm still recovering, says Wolfberry. You're talking about Virginia. Yeah, it looked for a while like Virginia might beat NC State. But they didn't. Did Georgia just fumble the damn ball? That's 2 fumbles for Georgia today. I haven't lost any of them, but what are they doing? What are they doing? 38-27 Kansas. Oh, good. So Kansas covered. That means Jackpot won the rigged wheel this morning. Yeah, I've got a nursery rhyme. So I already did I did the Clemson nursery rhyme on the video earlier. I've got a Texas and Miami nursery rhyme. I've got a Tennessee nursery rhyme, if anyone wants to hear that. Georgia playing with their food. Yeah, they're up 7-0 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They've only had the ball twice. This is the 3rd time they've had the ball. But yeah, playing with their food. Nice play by Notre Dame. Picks up a first down out across the 40. Carson Beck throws complete to Marcus Rosemy-Jack Saint across midfield, out of bounds at the 45. 1st and 10 Dogs in UAB territory. Texas just scored. Yeah, but Carson Beck winked. Carson Beck winked, though. That short passing game is there all night, says Brian Gentry. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame on their own 44. Pass complete into Ohio State territory. Picks up a first down to the 45. Beck rolls out. Has to throw that one away. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Dogs. Who does UJ play next week? On the road at Auburn. On the road at Auburn for Georgia next week. OSU getting exposed, says Nate. Yeah, the score is 0-0. So, yeah. Getting exposed, I guess. Sam Hartman hands off. Big hole. Inside the 35 to the 34. Looks like another first down for Rudy. I'm surprised UJ players aren't overweight after eating all those delicious cupcakes, says Shelly Mack. Shelly, you can't beat Georgia. So I don't know why you're complaining about who they're playing. You can't beat them. Some idiot Auburn fan in the comment section says they're beating Georgia next week. Yeah. Did y'all even get a first down against Texas A&M? 3rd and 4 for Georgia. They're going to hand it off to Dejon Edwards. Breaks a tackle. Spins forward. Picks up the first down. Gain of about 7 on the play. Y'all want to hear a nursery rhyme about Tennessee? Or do you want to hear a nursery rhyme about Texas and Miami? Let me know. I'll read you one. I did the Clemson one earlier. I'll read the Clemson one again while y'all decide. Here's the Clemson one. Hickory dickory dock. Clemson has a pet rock. Pete's down bad. Dabo loves God, but his brother likes a 9-year-old's cock. Tennessee, Texas, and Miami, both. Texas and Miami. All right, here's the Texas and Miami one. We'll do the Tennessee one later. Jack and Jill went up the hill. She whipped out her tits to show. Texas and Miami beat ranked teams. They're both going 100-0. Georgia Dogs are the top dogs, so we get to pick whoever the fuck we want to scrimmage against from week 1 through 4, including South Carolina, says TD24. Yeah, here you go. One more time. One more time. Jack and Jill went up the hill. She whipped out her tits to show. Texas and Miami beat ranked teams. They're both going 100-0. Howdy from McLean Stadium, says Baylor Man. Howdy, Baylor Man. 3rd and 4 for Georgia. On the UAB 25, Carson Beck in the pocket, throws complete, but short of the first down. I mean, I don't think he gained a single fucking yard. These passes at the line of scrimmage are about to drive me up the goddamn wall. Throw the fucking ball! Jackleg dummy! Jesus Christ! Throw the fucking ball past the line of scrimmage, you fucking idiot! Now Georgia's going to go for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking a fucking field goal like they're supposed to. 4th and 2 from the 23-yard line. Carson Beck, shotgun, back to throw. Looking, throws. Incomplete, you fucking idiot. Kick the goddamn field goal, shithead. Fucking retard. Lou, do you think Hartman is a dark horse for the Heisman? No, I don't think he's a dark horse for the Heisman. I think he's a legitimate Heisman candidate. He's not a dark horse. He's like 4th or 5th in the Heisman odds. There's nothing dark horse about it. Just like Notre Dame should kick the field goal. Yeah, I don't understand these teams that get down here in the first quarter of games and don't take the fucking points. First and 10 for UAB on their own 24. Handoff. Gains 5 yards. Notre Dame 0, Ohio State 0. Rudy's got the ball. First and 10, they're going to pick up 5 or 6 yards on the ground. Second and about 5 coming up now for Notre Dame. Second quarter just underway in that one. Under a minute to go in the first quarter, Georgia and UAB. Georgia 7, UAB 0. UAB quarterback wants to run, nowhere to go. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, that's it, 3rd and 4. Still no score, Iowa and Penn State, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of that one. Beck isn't the guy as a taller Jack Fromm. Beck's starting to piss me off with every fucking week that goes by because he won't throw the goddamn ball past the fucking line of scrimmage. I don't know, I don't understand. It's starting to fucking piss me off. Every fucking passing play, there's 2-3 players running 20 yards downfield. He dinks it off 4 yards behind the goddamn line of scrimmage every fucking time. Oh, he's got a 77% completion percentage. Woo! I could have an 87 fucking percent completion percentage when all of my passes are thrown 3 yards fucking sideways. UAB's punting again because Georgia's defense actually knows what the fuck it's doing. Georgia fumbles the fucking punt. I hope UAB has it. Please tell me UAB recovered it. Georgia fumbled the fucking punt. Please tell me UAB got it. Good. UAB got the ball. Good. Great. Because the last thing I need right now is to see Carson Beck trot his goofy ass back out onto the field and throw a bunch of fucking laterals. He's already over 100 yards passing, dum-dum. Hey, congratulations. Get your fucking ears checked, you fucking moron. I don't give a fuck if he has 1,000 goddamn yards passing. Any dumb fuck can throw the ball sideways for 3 yards and then watch a 5-star athlete run past a bunch of 2-stars for UAB, you fucking moron. The fuck is wrong with you? Velcro your shoes and shut the fuck up. Now I feel better about OU today, Boomer Sooner. What'd they do? They beat Cincinnati. It wasn't even close. What are you talking about? A reverse for UAB. Down to the Georgia 22-yard line. Is this a field goal or what is Penn State doing? Penn State's going to try a long field goal here. Still no score in that one. Penn State, Iowa. A minute and a half to go in the first quarter. 4th and 14. Penn State's lined up for a long field goal attempt here. Let's see if they can get some points on the board. Look at Penn State doing what you're supposed to do, kicking a field goal early in the first quarter of a game when there's no score. Unbelievable. Kick is up. Kick is good. Penn State 3, Iowa 0. Seminole Nation is finally coming out of the woods after almost a decade of crappiness. Yeah, they've looked pretty bad the last 2 weeks, though, Florida. That's 2 weeks in a row Florida State has escaped by barely beating shitty teams. What is Georgia doing? I don't fucking know. Their offense is a joke. The offense is a joke. I don't give a fuck who it doesn't matter to me whose fault it is. Carson Beck, Mike Bobo, Kirby Smart, the offensive line, walk-on running backs. I don't care whose fault it is. It's UA fucking B. I'm getting tired of all these fucking passes behind the line of scrimmage all goddamn day. 3rd and 4, you throw a goddamn pass 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage, get tackled right away, get up and scratch your head, and you can't figure out how come you didn't get the first down. Well, dumbass, it was 3rd and 4, and you threw a -1 yard pass, you fucking idiot, and you had 3 wide receivers running wide open down the goddamn field. Fuck, you gotta send Carson Beck out there with a fucking pair of binoculars in one hand and a football in the other. This dumbass can't see 5 yards down the fucking field. Throw the ball, stupid. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Throw the goddamn ball. It's UAB. Who gives a fuck if they intercept it, man? Just throw the fucking thing, would you? For God's sakes, what are you doing? Fire Bobo and send Beck home, says Oddball Live. Well, you can't fire Bobo. You're stuck with him for at least a year. But if Georgia doesn't average 40 points a game this season, then yeah, he needs to be fired. Jet sweep to Omega Abuga, picks up 7-8 yards for Ohio State. Still no score. Just under 14 minutes to go in the second quarter. Notre Dame has moved the ball offensively, but they can't fucking score. Ohio State hadn't done shit with the ball, but embarrassed themselves so far. But still no score. Ohio State on their own 39. Pistol formation this time. McCord gets the ball, handoff right up the gut. Has a hole. Gets through there for a first down up close to the 45-yard line. Travion Henderson with the carry. The kicker for Clemson I talked about yesterday today missed the game-winning field goal. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Marcus Rosemary-Jack Saint was wide open 15 yards downfield on that 3rd down. Yeah, I know. And I think it was it Brock Bowers or somebody else was running a post route and was open too. Kyle McCord takes off running on 1st and 10. Is going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards, dives forward. The Deion stands already saying, well, if we had Travis Hunter, we would have won, woo. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. They need about 8 more Travis Hunters, and then they need an offensive line and a defensive line. 1st and 10 for UAB, tackled in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and long coming up, second quarter underway. Georgia 7, UAB 0. McCord back to throw. Going deep. Was that caught? Holy shit. What a catch if that was a catch. Pass interference either way, but good God, what a catch. Is that Kyle Stover? Watch this catch. Did he catch it? Nah. They're gonna, if they review that, that's gonna be an incomplete pass, but it's still gonna be look at this touchdown UAB. Touchdown UAB. It's absolutely humiliating. I hope the crowd is booing like they were last week. This is a fucking shame. This is I'm taking Georgia off the thing now. I'm not even leaving them on there until next week. Georgia's gone off of there. Putting them upside down right in the fucking middle somewhere. Goddamn fucking duds. I'm going to put them up here with a group of 5. Georgia helmets upside down with the group of 5 teams. Fuck them. Fuck Georgia. Georgia helmet upside down with a group of 5. Clemson helmet going upside down too until they beat a Power 5. Oh, it's already upside down. We got to fix the Alabama helmet though. Alabama beat a ranked team. Finally. Alabama finally beat a fucking ranked team. So we can turn their helmet back the right way. There. There, dummy. Here. Fix your fucking shit the right goddamn way. Fucking moron. Fucking shit ass. Fuck Georgia. Georgia's helmet's staying upside down with a group of 5 teams until I deem otherwise. I'm confident Georgia will turn it around like always, but this is still concerning. Yeah, I don't think Georgia's going to lose this game. I'm just tired of this same old fucking shit in the first half and this dried up fucking dusty ass offense. It's got nothing to do with beating UAB. It's got everything to do with beating teams in December and January. Fuck Georgia, wrap up. Fuck, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I know what fuck Georgia means. I don't know what fuck Georgia wrap up fuck means. No idea. Kyle McCord overthrows a receiver on a crossing route that time. Stover again, I think. 4th and 3, Iowa's going to have to punt it away. They're down 3-0 on the road at Penn State. Punt's going to go out of bounds around the 22-yard line. 2nd and 10 for Ohio State. McCord in a shotgun, hands it off. Jump cut in the hole, gets him a couple of yards there. 3rd and about 8 coming up now for Ohio State. Why are you not critical of Bobo? He sucks. What, I don't know. Apparently, you're not watching the same stream I'm watching. What is it you think Bobo's? So I don't understand. What is it that you don't like about Bobo? You think when there's a pass where 3 receivers are running down the field and there's one hovering around in the backfield and Beck decides to throw it to that one, that's Bobo's fault? These are the same fucking plays we ran with Todd Monken, man. This is not Bobo's fault. If you want to blame something on Bobo, blame the red zone offense or something on Bobo, but this dink and dunk shit ain't Bobo's fault. There's 3 wide receivers running downfield on every fucking play. Carson Beck's too much of a pussy to throw him the fucking ball. I don't give a shit if you understand anything I say. I could care to fuck less. I don't give a fuck if you hate Bobo. I don't know why it matters to you whether or not I do or don't. I don't have a feeling about Bobo one way or the other. If he doesn't average 40 points a game this year, then his ass needs to be fired, period. I don't know how clearer I can be. What do you want Bobo to do? You want Bobo to go out on the field and make Carson Beck throw the ball to someone downfield instead of dumping it off to the safety route every time? That's not going to happen. Georgia's a stinking pile right now, yet our offense is horrendous. Their offense is horrendous. There'll probably be some dumbass in the comments section blaming the defense for giving up a touchdown whenever we gave them the ball on the 20 fucking yard line because we fumbled a punt. UJ struggles bus in first half again. Yeah, same shit. Different verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Look like shit in the first fucking half. Kickoff fielded at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Tackled at the 27. 1st and 10, Georgia at their own 27. 14:04 to go in the second quarter. Let's see if Carson Beck can come out here and figure out how to throw the goddamn ball more than 1 yard downfield. Oh my God, Lou, this is hilarious. Just pissed my girl's dad off. Y'all look awful. Not as bad as Florida State. Y'all barely beat 2 horrendous teams in back-to-back weeks. Beat Boston College by 2 and had to go to overtime to beat Clemson. Same Clemson that got blown out by Duke, an all-white basketball school. Jesus Christ. 1st and 10, Georgia. Handoff. Dejon Edwards picks up 10, 11 yards. 1st down, Georgia. 3rd and 5 for Ohio State. Pass complete inside the 10. Ohio State's in business. Omeka Egbuka again. 1st and goal, Ohio State. Around the 8-yard line. Boy, Notre Dame's probably wishing, man, I sure do wish we had 3 points. Maybe that's why we don't throw it deep. Carson Beck can't throw it deep. Nice overthrow, Joe Milton Jr. looking motherfucker. Goddamn wide receiver, wide open, and you overthrow his ass. I about had it up to my fucking eyeballs with this Carson fucking Beck. Look at this shit. Motherfucker's wide open. What are you doing? Look at, there ain't a UB player in the same fucking zip code, man. God damn, Beck. I'm going to give him the rest of this quarter to get his shit turned around, and then I'm off the Beck train. 2nd and 10, Dejon Edwards stumbles forward for 3 yards. Georgia can't play like this against bigger opponents and expect to win, seriously. This is who Georgia is. I mean, Georgia's not a great team right now. It's just, I mean, there ain't no sense in lying about it. This is the same shit every fucking week. It's not an accident when the shit happens 4 weeks in a row. This is just who the fuck Georgia is. 3rd and 6. Oh, God. Beck back to throw. 3rd and 6. Scared to throw the fucking thing? God damn it. Third and goal for Ohio State. Stonewalled. Didn't gain an inch. 4th and goal coming up for the Sucknuts inside the 2-yard line, and they can't score. Oregon would reverse last year's beatdown on Georgia this year. Yeah, everybody Georgia doesn't play would beat Georgia. But then every time we play somebody, we beat them. So, y'all have been saying that shit for 2 years straight. And every time we play somebody, we beat the absolute soul out of them. Ohio State out here doing dumb shit now. Ohio State went for it on 4th down, and guess what? They didn't fucking get it. Another turnover where you don't get no goddamn points. Duke Man says, we had a nice start. Our next 3 games consist of Notre Dame, NC State, and Florida State. Well, that's 2 cupcakes and 1 decent team. Notre Dame looks like they might be a decent team. The other 2 you should run through like shit through a tin horn. UGA averaging 39 points per game incoming, says Grant Harmon. Well, if it's 39, then Bobo should be fired. This offense should be scoring 40 points a game, and it's sleep. Georgia looks soft on offense. Well, they're just terrible. I don't know if soft is the right word, but they're just not any good. Carson Beck's afraid to throw the ball. The offensive line can't block. We ain't losing to Charlotte, says Albert Degator. No, Florida should blow them out. Florida should blow Charlotte out. Where's all the Deion stands? That's a great question. I don't know. They wouldn't be watching any of these games. They don't care anything about. They're not college football. They're not into college football at all. They're purely just Deion Sanders fans. They don't care anything about these games. Old Dominion barely escapes upset from something called Texas A&M Commerce. Okay. Carson Beck is a pissy. I don't even know what that means. What is that? Georgia's garbage again. What are we going to do? We need Uncle Lou at QB. I guarantee you I can throw the fuck out of a swing pass. I don't know what the difference would be between having me and Carson Beck in there. Not much difference at all. I can throw the shit out of a swing pass 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. My Vols can't play a full 4-quarter game, apparently. Still won, but I'm worried about more SEC play. Nevertheless, go Vols. Thank you, Voltard Rep, for the super chat. Appreciate you helping to support the show. Brandon Wyatt said, Carson Sid the Sloth Beck. Carson needs to get it together. For whatever reason, the offense is not clicking. So I don't know. I don't know. 1st and 10 for Georgia at midfield. Beck in a shotgun. Walks up, talks to the line. Now he's ready. Snap, back to throw. Complete over the middle to Oscar Delp. Breaks a tackle. upended at the 32-yard line. That was a good play there. That ball traveled at least 8 yards past the line of scrimmage in the air. That was unbelievable. 1st and 10, Georgia. At least you aren't LSU. Yeah, things could always be worse. We could be getting blown out by something called Arkansas. Brock Bowers now with another first down inside the 20-yard line. Talking to all my FSU fans, shut up. We still got work to do. Yeah. Florida State's, in the last 2 weeks, Florida State has barely beat 2 terrible teams. Boston College by 2, and had to go to overtime to beat Clemson. God almighty. Now that's bad there. 1st and 10 for Georgia on the UAB 16. Carson Beck looking over to the sideline trying to get his permission slip signed. Guy's been in college 4 years, can't call plays on his own. Snap. Hand off to a white walk-on running back who gains nothing. 2nd and 10. Robbie Anderson, thank you for the super chat. Just remember we talk same shit about Bennett, says Oddball Live. Well, I'm going to talk shit about every quarterback that plays like shit. I never once talked shit about Bennett when he played good. I only talked shit about Bennett when he played bad. That's it. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Dogs. 1st and 10 for Rudy on their own 26. Gains about 4. Pass behind the line of scrimmage, caught by Brock Bowers. Bullies a man. Steps out of bounds at the 4. Carson Beck is money on those passes behind the line of scrimmage. I'm here to let you know that now. Now, if he's got to throw the ball more than 10 yards downfield, you better cross your fingers. But if it's behind the line of scrimmage, he's absolute money. Absolute money. 1st and goal for the Dogs. 2nd and 6 for Notre Dame on their own 30. Penn State still up 3-0 over Iowa. Notre Dame keeps it on the ground on 2nd and 6, picks up about 3. Touchdown, Dejon Edwards, a run right up the gut. Georgia retakes the lead. Kentucky had 2 pick sixes today, same player. Wow, you don't see that very often. Well, first of all, you don't even see 2 pick sixes in the same game very often, but never mind by the same player. Is FSU your number 1 team? No. No. They've barely beat 2 bad teams in back-to-back weeks. They're not the number 1 team. They barely beat 2 bad teams in back-to-back weeks. Beck is being bailed out by Bowers, says Matthew Sharp. Camelo says, does Mike Gundy coach at OSU next year? I'd get rid of him if I was Oklahoma State. The guy has obviously given up on his job. There's no way a coach can be that good for that long and be just all of a sudden be this bad. Dude, Alabama has looked horrible. Yeah, Alabama's an absolute disaster. Bama's a disaster. 4th and 3. Notre Dame's going to punt it away. Punter standing on his own 19-yard line. The kick is away. Ohio State's going to field it. Fair catch called and made at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, Ohio State on their own 21. 3:46 to go in the first half. No score. Notre Dame, Ohio State. Penn State up 3-0 over Iowa. 1st and 10 for Penn State. They're on the Iowa 29. Drew Allar back to throw. Steps up. Swings it out to the running back out in the flat. Shoved out of bounds around the 20. Looks like he picked up another first down. Dennis Kohler, thank you for the super chat. Kiffin can't even beat a reeling tide, most overrated coach in college football. I agree. I don't understand the Lane Kiffin love affair. I don't understand the love affair people have with Lane Kiffin. All the guy does is lose to good teams. That's it. I agree. I think Lane Kiffin is the most overrated coach in football. I agree with you. Daniel Robinson says we should put Vandergriff in. Michigan is the number 1 team. It's not even debatable, says sky is the limit. Miami got to be in the top 10 now. Why? Because they beat Temple? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Miami's number 1 because they beat Temple. Texas is number 2 because they're beating Baylor. Jack and Jill went up the hill. She whipped out her tits to show. Texas and Miami beat a ranked team. They're both going 100-0. Congratulations. Caleb, thank you for the super chat. He says, if Kentucky beats Florida, will they be in the top 25? You talking about next week? How can anybody answer that question? It depends on what everyone else does. It depends what everyone else does. Florida's not in my top 25. You're asking me about my top. I don't know. I mean, this coming week's rankings aren't even out, and you're asking about the following week's ranking. Who do you think is going to be ranked 12th in week 7? I'd be curious to know. These never-ending future questions like, you think Notre Dame's going to start 3-0 in 2026? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. No, I haven't spent 1 second thinking about that. I haven't spent 1 second thinking about what the top 25 is going to be 2.5 weeks from now. 2nd and 1, Penn State picks up a first down, keeps the drive alive. They're still up 3-0 over Iowa. UCLA lost, you bum, says Green Street Utes. What was the final score? 14-7? That was the last score I saw on that. It was 14-7. That pick 6 at the beginning of the game ended up being the difference in that one. If that was the final score. $14-7 was the final? Yeah. I made a bet on that game too. Or somebody made a bet with me on that game. I'll have to look it up. Boy, there's no offense at all in this Ohio State Notre Dame game. 1st and 10 for UAB after that Georgia touchdown. Georgia 14, UAB 7. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pistol formation for UAB. Snap. Jet sweep. Tries to get to the outside. Does. Picks up 7 or 8 yards. Nice looking play by UAB there. 2nd and short coming up for UAB. Ohio State pass complete out to the 35 or so. I think that's Kyle Stover again. Is he the only player Ohio State has? If Kentucky beats Florida... Oh, we already addressed that. The goal line stand is going to cost Ohio. Carson Beck is a dollar store Jake Fromm. Ohio State back to throw on 1st and 10. Now McCord wants to run, which is a bad idea. Is not any good at it. Stumbles forward for a yard or so. 2nd and long coming up now for Ohio State. UAB looking at a 3rd and 2 from their own 33. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in the second quarter of that one. Handoff. Tries to get to the outside. Doesn't. It's going to be a yard short. 4th and 1 coming up for UAB on their own 34-yard line. See what they decide to do there. Yash Shiravastava says, learning football, do QB also call plays usually? No, a play is called in from the sideline, and usually the quarterback has 2 or 3 options per play call on what to do based on what the defense is doing. But no, the quarterback just doesn't make up his own plays, no. Penn State just scored. First touchdown of the game there, 9-0. Extra point will make it 10. Wow, Marvin Harrison out here doing Marvin Harrison shit. Look at this catch. What a catch. Great catch by Marvin Harrison. UAB went for it on 4th down and got it, but barely. But they did get it. 1st and 10 now for UAB. I'm talking about they barely fucking got it. They're going to review it now? Is that what they're doing? I don't know if they're reviewing the spot. I don't know what happened. Either somebody called a timeout or they're reviewing the spot from that 4th down play, Georgia UAB. Did Notre Dame schedule Iowa? I don't think Notre Dame plays Iowa this year. A lot of people in the comments saying it looks short. We'll see. It is very close. Let's see. Where's the ball when he lands on his butt there? It depends where the ball is. He's got to get to the 35 for a first down because it was a touchback, 1st and 10 from the 25. So he's just got to get the nose of the ball to the 35-yard line in that Georgia game. On that Marvin Harrison catch, they're reviewing that too to see if his elbow was out of bounds or not. We'll see what they say on that. Caleb05 says final score between Ohio State and Notre Dame. But then he doesn't give the score. What do you mean? Are you asking? The Marvin Harrison Jr. catch was overturned, but there was pass interference on Notre Dame. So it's going to be a first down for Ohio State anyway, but they did overrule the call on the field. They said it was not a catch. They're still looking at the Georgia UAB play. No, he didn't ask me. It just says final score between Ohio State and Notre Dame. There's no question mark or anything. I'm not sure. UJ will be number one until someone does. Until someone does what? Do you think Auburn will give Georgia a game if Georgia continues to start slow like this? Auburn's got a good defense. Georgia's going to struggle to score against them, yeah. Now, Auburn's offense is horrendous, but their defense is okay. Yeah, Georgia has struggled to score in the first half against everybody they've played. When's the last time Ohio State scored 0.5? I have no idea. See, that's a question because it's got a question mark at the end. I've got no idea when the last time Ohio State scored 0.5. I don't. I'd have to go back and look all that. I'd have to look that up. Vandy's offense is better than Auburn, says Rop. Well, they play this year, Vandy and Auburn, and of course they're tied all time. The series is tied all time between Vandy and Auburn. 1st and 10, they did give UAB the first down. 1st and 10 UAB. False start, though. So that's going to back them up, be 1st and 15. They review too many plays. It slows it down too much. Yeah, well, I agree. Not only do they review too many plays, it just takes too long to do the review. I think reviews should be limited to 60 seconds. If you can't overturn it in 60 seconds, then it doesn't get overturned. 60 seconds is plenty of time to watch the replays and make a decision, in my opinion. Caleb says, yes, what you think. Yes, what you think.
Oh, man, can you guys please be more specific when you're asking questions?
Listen, there's 1,000 people in here. There's about 1,000 messages a minute that get typed in the comment section. You have... Whatever you're typing to me or asking me, it's got to be in clear English where I can understand it when I read it, or I'm just going to move on to the next one. I don't know. When you leave a comment that says, yes, what you think, I don't know what that means. Duke is a basketball school. Yeah, pretty much. 3rd and 2 coming up for UAB. They're on their own 43-yard line. Oh, I love lemon pepper wings. Yeah. I love lemon pepper wings. I think UAB just picked that first down up. Yeah, got flipped over on his head, but he picked up the first down. 6.5 minutes to go in the second. Georgia 14, UAB 7. FSU has the 2 best wins in the country. What? What? LSU's losing to Arkansas. Boston College is horrendous. Clemson got blown out by Duke. What is it that are the 2 best wins? Winner of Lame says, as a Miami Hurricane fan, it's nice just to see competent football again. Yeah, Miami rolled again today. It'll be a couple of weeks before anybody starts paying attention to Miami again, though. They got a couple of easy games and a bye week coming up. 2nd and 12, pass complete behind the line of scrimmage. Picks up 7-8 yards, though. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 coming up for UAB. We need Kirby and Bobo on a call to Uncle Lou. Well, shit, they don't want those problems. They don't want those problems. I just get mad at every little thing. That's my problem. I can't be happy. I get mad about everything. But let's be real. It's UAB. They're one of the worst teams in the country. If you ranked the teams 100 through 135, UAB would be somewhere between 120 and 135. They're that bad. And 14-7. But I constantly complain about everything. I complain during every single game, while we're on the way to going 15-0 and winning a national title. That's just what I do. I can't stop complaining. What do you think score Ohio State and Notre Dame? I have no idea. Right now, 0-0, almost halftime, so I still think Notre Dame's going to win. I don't know, as far as the score goes, I don't know. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Ohio State throws complete inside the 35 down to the 32, 33-yard line. Ohio State with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter is putting a good drive together here. Pitt is shockingly beating North Carolina right now 14-7. That is surprising because Pitt's terrible. 4th and 9, UAB is going to have to punt it away here. Kick's going to hit the ground at the 15 and roll down inside the 10 to around the 7 or 8 yard line. Georgia will take over 1st and 10 inside its own 10. Kyle McCord throws deep into the end zone. Caught by Emeka Egbuka. What a catch. What a catch. Dragged his feet, made the catch. Unreal. Wow. What a great catch. Ohio State's going to take the lead 6-0. Extra point coming up that'll make it 7. Look at this. Drags both his... Oh, no catch. That's coming off the board. That's coming off the board. That ball definitely hit the ground. See? Yeah, that's coming off the board. No catch. Wow. Well, he laid out for that one. I thought he had it from that angle in real time. Beck standing on his own goal line, throws complete. Oh, my God. He threw that ball 25 yards in the air. Holy shit. And what do you know? It was a positive play. Wow. He threw that from the goal line all the way to the 25-yard line. Watch again. Unreal. Good looking throw, too. Wonder if he can do it twice in a row. Wonder if he can do it twice in a row. Why do they have to stop the game constantly? What are they looking at now? I don't understand. 1st and 10 Dogs on their own 26. Beck in a shotgun. Looking to throw again. Going deep again. Uh-oh, a moonshot to Arian Smith. Well, that's Beck's one deep shot that he's allowed to throw per week, and Arian Smith blew it. It hit him right in the fucking hands. Now here we go, behind the line of scrimmage, and drop that too. Jesus. Back throwing it behind the line of scrimmage now, and they can't even catch that. 2 passes in a row off the fucking receiver's hands. Fire Mike Bobo, I guess, right? Fire Mike Bobo. Arian Smith dropped a touchdown pass, and Dominic Levitt dropped a swing pass 4 yards behind the line. 3rd and 10. Punt on deck. Punt on deck. Evening, Lou. Great day with the Noles winning. Can't wait for the Clem Sucks. Your season is over video. Yeah, it'll be a good one tomorrow. Colorado on there, too. Thank you, percent better. 3rd and 10. Carson Beck back to throw. Complete. Oh my God. Dominic Lovett caught it that time. Big gain. Picks up about 25 up close to midfield. 45-yard line maybe. Nice throw by Beck there too. Nice throw by Beck. Fire Mike Bobo. Fire Mike Bobo because we only gained 25 yards. Voltard Rep, thank you for the super chat. We are college football fans, woo. Most of us failed basic English class. Got to treat us like the average Gump fan. Just smile and wave. 1st and 10 for Georgia on their own 45. Beck in a shotgun again. Hands it off. Dylan Bell, a wide receiver playing running back, picks up 5 or 6 yards. First down, run up the middle, gains 6 yards. Fire Mike Bobo. 2nd and 3 on the UAB 48. Play action pass, complete to Dominic Lovett in the flat. Picks up another 5 or 6 yards. Gets a first down, pushed out of bounds. Fire Mike Bobo. This drive started inside the 10-yard line. Georgia's down to the UAB 40. Got to get Mike Bobo out of here. Got to get Mike Bobo out of here. Of course, Georgia's got no problem moving the ball between the 20s. It's what happens when Georgia gets down. Can we score from here? Because if we get down inside the 20, we're not going to fucking score. So can we score from here, please? We have a better chance of scoring from the 40 than we do the 10. Back in a shotgun. Back to throw. Please throw it to the end zone. Brock Bowers caught. Thank God they missed the tackle.
Go.
Touchdown. Oh, man. I thought they were going to tackle Brock on the 15, and that was going to be it. It was going to be field goal time, but Brock Bowers broke 2 tackles and scores. 41-yard touchdown. Good-looking play there. Fire Mike Bobo. Fire Mike Bobo. Oklahoma, man, got to get rid of Jeff Grimes, and maybe they have a chance, but as long as he's around, Baylor will always lose. Prime Times Carnival Carriage got into a head-on collision with a Mack truck with Oregon plates. What an embarrassing ass whooping. Yeah, at halftime, Oregon had more points than Colorado had total yards.
What?
Yeah, that's bad, ain't it? Yeah, that's bad, ain't it?
Did Colorado end up losing?
Oh, yeah, blown out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
They were losing 35-0 at halftime. Oregon put all the woozies in the third quarter. Just
Really?
they said, fuck it. Final score is 42-6. Oregon could have beat them 100-0 if they wanted to. Oregon went right up and down the field on them, no problem.
Uh-oh.
Why aren't we targeting Bowers more downfield? Well, Bowers has been hurt, so they've been trying to limit him. Prime Times Carnival Carry. Yeah. Was Forrest Gump Alabama's best running back ever? It's a great question. Ask the Alabama fan that and watch how confused they get. They think Forrest Gump's a true story. They don't even think it's a movie. They think it's a documentary. I have a new source of trauma. Carson Beck back to throw. Well, he did all right on that drive. Even the incomplete passes. Even the incomplete passes weren't his fault on that drive. The receivers dropped a couple, but that was his best drive of the game. He looked pretty good on that drive.
Did Tennessee win?
Yeah, Tennessee won big. Did they? I don't know if they covered. Did Tennessee cover? I know they won. I think they did cover. They were 21-point favorites. I think they covered. Robbie Anderson, thank you again for the super chat, sir. Yeah, they covered.
Okay.
Yeah, they covered. 199 total yards from Colorado, LOL. Yeah, and 189 of those were in the second half against the Oregon Woozies after they took all the starters out.
Did someone do a wellness check on Pete?
Wellness check on Pete?
Yeah.
Well, he's live streaming on the Join, but Pete's down bad. Oh, Pete's down bad. He done got blown out by Duke, lost to Florida State. 0-2 in the ACC, 0 Power 5 wins. Clemson's 1-4 in their last 5 games against Power 5 opponents. Boy, Clemson's horrendous.
I got a text from Mrs. Pete saying she was pissed.
Oh, Clemson's horrendous right now. They're in a bad way. Notre Dame's going to take a knee here and go to the half down 3-0. Ohio State kicked a field goal. That touchdown, of course, got taken off the board. Ohio State settled for a field goal. So your halftime score, Ohio State 3, Notre Dame 0. Juice Man, thank you for the super chat. Andy Miller. Thank you, Andy Miller. Don't forget to like the video. 1,100 people in here and only 364 likes. Yeah, like the video, would you? That'd be great. Like the video. What else is going on? Washington State's up on Oregon State. Texas up on Baylor. Penn State 10-0 over Iowa. Boy, LSU's down bad. Pitt's still up on North Carolina. Let's see what else is going on here. Look at Georgia Tech. Holy shit. Georgia Tech's winning.
What?
Georgia Tech's beating Wake Forest. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't even believe that.
What?
Missouri up on Memphis 14-10. Minnesota 21-0 over Northwestern. Mississippi State, South Carolina all tied up at 14 apiece. That one might end up being a good game in the second half. Pitt still up on North Carolina 14-7. Kansas State up on UCF. There you go. There's some score updates for you. There's some score updates for you. What is Arkansas doing, boy? That's alarming as shit. That's real alarming. Colorado is going 5-7 at best, and OSU Notre Dame game might end 3-0, says Noah Cameron. Lou, do you remember the Jawan Jennings catch in 2016? Of course I do. Of course I do. I think that's my most watched video ever. Dion had a serving of garlic today. Ain't gonna taste so good tomorrow for them analysts and announcers, if you know what I mean, says Billy Boy. Thank y'all for the super chat. Crimson King says, Bama has had 5 touchdowns negated in 4 weeks. Yeah, you know why? Because they can't stop committing 15 penalties a game. They're just an undisciplined mess. Did Georgia just recover? What is that, an interception? Is that Tyke Smith? Damn, what'd I miss?
I know, what did we miss?
Let's see, UAB dropped back to throw. Yeah, tip drill. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and Tyke Smith came down with it. Interception for UGA. Well, I guess they're going to get to the 28-point mark, which is what I wanted them to do in the first half. But it seems like it's all been in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Dogs on the UAB 25 following that interception. Beck rolls out, throws, complete behind the line of scrimmage to a white walk-on running back named Cash Jones. Pushed out of bounds 1 yard short of the first down. Like the video, people, Unc is pure gold when he's pissed. Yeah, I did get a little carried away a couple of times. I got some more fairy tales.
Nursery rhymes?
Nursery rhymes, not fairy tales. Let's see. I read the Clemson one. I read the Texas and Miami one. I read the Tennessee one. You know the Clemson running back named Maffa? I guess Will Shipley's the starting running back, but then they got a backup running back named Maffa. Y'all know who I'm talking about? That Clemson running back? Here you go. Little Miss Maffa sat on her taffa, eating her curds and whey. Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Texas. Who the fuck have they played? One more time. Little Miss Maffa sat on her taffa, eating her curds and whey. Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Texas. Who the fuck have they played? Here's the other ones again. Hickory dickory dock. Clemson has a pet rock. Pete's down bad. Dabo loves God, but his brother likes 9-year-olds' cocks. That was bad, but what are you going to do? Jack and Jill went up the hill. She whipped out her tits to show. Texas and Miami beat ranked teams. They're both going 100-0. All right, one more. One more. Josh Heupel sat on a wall. Josh Heupel had a great fall. To all the Voltards in that god-awful state, go fuck your mother. Hashtag 1998.
Pulitzer Prize nursery rhymes right there, right?
Uncle Lou, the best college show on earth. Thumbs up, and Carson Beck is a pissy. Replace the I with a U. I can't say what I want to say, says Robbie Anderson. Thank you, Robbie. Are you an Andrew Dice Clay fan? Yeah, during the Patreon stream at noon, we were talking about Andrew Dice Clay, and we started talking about the dirty nursery rhymes that he used to do. And so I said, I ought to come up with some dirty nursery rhymes like Andrew Dice Clay, but college football versions. So we wrote those down earlier today during the Patreon stream with the help from the good people in the comments section over on the Patreon stream.
Georgia scored while you were reading off your...
What do they play? Oh my God, Georgia scored again. How did they score?
I have no idea.
Anybody see how Georgia scored? I missed it. How did Georgia score? Run up the middle, Dejon Edwards? Okay, thank you. 28-7, Georgia on top, 126 to go in the second quarter. I forgot what I was saying. Hold my beer. Thank you for the super chat. He says, looking good, Lou. I hope homecoming went well for your kids. Beck is doing fine. Our wide receivers are trash, and Bell should be RB2, go Dogs. Thank you, hold my beer. The only thing you left out was to fire Mike Bobo, which, I don't know, it's like, whatever happens, there's like people that say, I knew it. Gotta fire Mike Bobo. Notre Dame off postseason ban if they beat Ohio State tonight. Yeah, they were only on a 2-year ban, I think, anyway, from me. Crimson King says, yeah, just like last year, undisciplined as hell. Yeah, it looked like Alabama worked their penalty situation out. At first game against Middle Tennessee State, I think they only had 2 penalties, but then Texas, they had 10 or more. Last week, they had 10 or more. Today, penalties hurt them again. I mean, they won today, but still way more penalties than what we're used to seeing from Alabama. When is Georgia and Michigan going to play a team in the top 25? Whenever anybody on their schedule gets any good. I don't know. It's not Georgia and Michigan's fault that everybody they play ain't worth a shit, is it? I don't think it is. I mean, last year Georgia had the toughest schedule in the country, and they went 15-0 and beat the shit out of everybody they played. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all to see Georgia play a couple of cupcakes this year. Not one bit. Georgia gonna mess around and score again. $1:16 to go until halftime. When the Georgia game goes to halftime, I'm going to do a halftime video about all of these games that we're watching and take like a 5-minute break. And then I'll be back like 5 minutes after that. 2nd and 6 for UAB. Ring around the rosy. Dion has no toes, see. Oregon beat them like trash cans. Trash cans, the hype will calm down. Not sure if that one works or not. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. First and 10 for UAB. They throw over the middle, complete for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up for UAB. Clock ticks under a minute to go until halftime. Are you turning the Alabama helmet right side up? We already did. It's fixed. We did it earlier, like 30 minutes ago. UAB picks up a first down to the Georgia 35-yard line. Nobody wanted to tackle the guy. That was weird. I don't know if Georgia thought he was going to run out of bounds or what, but that was pitiful there on Georgia's part. That was pitiful on Georgia's part there. Back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, takes off running, dives to the 31. 30 seconds to go now. Somebody called a timeout. Was it UAB? Yeah, UAB calls a timeout with 30 seconds to go. They're on the Georgia 31. College football nursery crimes. Yeah. Now he has Georgia helmet upside down. Yeah, Georgia helmet upside down on with the group of 5 teams. It's going to stay like that unless they score 40 points. Dion says he is still keeping receipts. Walgreens has shorter receipts than he will have at the end of the season. I didn't watch Dion's post-game press conference yet, but I'll watch it tonight. Well, I'll watch it tonight or in the morning. I'll definitely watch it before I do the Your Season Is Over video in case he said anything on there I need to know. Something seems off with the defense tonight, says Mickey McNair. Well, the one touchdown we gave up was a 20-yard touchdown drive because we fumbled a punt. Of course, as soon as I say that, defense misses a tackle and they gain 15, 16 yards down to the 20. So maybe you're on to something. You might be on to something. Texas Dog says, we will see Vandergrift come out this game. I hope so because we got to figure out something. Offensively. These slow starts are going to make me lose what little bit of hair I have left against these terrible teams. Iowa just made a forward pass. Holy shit. They're moving forward in life, aren't they? They're moving forward in life. A minute to go until halftime of that game. Will Missouri be ranked after tonight? I don't know. I got to look at all the top 25 teams and what they did and who won and who lost and all that. I don't really know. Cade McNamara is the best QB they had in a long time. Talking about Michigan? Who are you talking about? Oh, Iowa. Yeah, they got Cade. He used to be at Michigan. Now he's at Iowa. Going to be rinse and repeat when Colorado plays Southern Cal. Southern Cal might beat them worse. Southern Cal, I don't know, because Oregon took the foot off the gas at halftime. I mean, they were up 35-0. That Oregon game could have been 70-0 easy. UAB down inside the 5 now. 1st and goal, 17 seconds to go. Georgia calls timeout. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for UAB. Need to keep the mustard on a Tennessee permanently. The power of the mustard is stronger than Saban's hairline, says Voltard rep. Yeah, I don't really see any reason. Tell you what. I'll take the mustard off the Tennessee helmet if they ever beat Georgia again. 2016 was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's fair.
2016 was a long time ago. Not as long ago as 1998, but still it was a long time ago. Dag Nabbit. I like that name, by the way. He says, I'm glad Auburn lost. Will the state of Alabama continue its legacy of sabotaging American government? What? Now that I don't know. We need Bullard back. Man, 6 is getting bullied every game. 6 is Dalen Everett. They don't play the same position. 6 is a starting corner. Even if Bullard comes back, you're still going to have number 6 in there. He's a starting corner. That's Dalen Everett. He gets picked on because you got Kamari Lassiter on the other side, and they can't throw on him. But Six ain't going nowhere. If Six gets benched, it's not because Bullard comes back. They don't play the same position. Bullard is a safety. Bean Supreme, thank you for the super chat. He says, Lou, Florida offensive line making the Charlotte D-line look like the 1970s Steelers defensive line. Well, what's the score? I thought Florida, 19-7. Is it still what is it, the third quarter? Y'all will blow them out in the end. UAB just scored 2-yard touchdown pass. 28-14 is the score. The biggest joke, Miami nightclubs sell out more than Hurricanes for a home game. That's bad news. That's terrible. Mario's got to rub his crystal bowls for some good luck. Nobody wants to go to Miami games. That's true. Nobody shows up for those things. It's sad. 8 seconds to go. UAB lined up for an extra point. Kick is up. Barely made it. Snuck it in the upright, but barely. Georgia 28, UAB 14. Lou, will we ever see black jerseys again? I'm sure you will at some point. I have no idea when, though. Watch this Ohio State versus Notre Dame game be 3-0 is the final score. Yeah, still halftime Notre Dame, Ohio State. They're getting ready to start back here in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take my halftime break. I'll be back in I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. Give me about 5 minutes, and I'll be back. All right. Relax. Calm your ass down. Calm down. I'm back like vertebrae. I'm back like vertebrae. You don't have to root for UAB to see me complain. You just have to wait on Georgia to do something stupid. Georgia could be winning 50-0. If Georgia does something stupid, I promise you I'm going to go nuts. I promise you that. Nick Koenig, thank you for the super chat. Notre Dame fans cry every play for a penalty. Never been to a game like it. Every positive play for Notre Dame, I'm getting a middle finger in my face. Wow. Yeah, he's at the game, y'all. That Nick Koenig in the comment section, he's actually at the Notre Dame-Ohio State game. Well, that'd be a good one to be at, wouldn't it? Chance-tastic says, the biggest joke, Miami... No, we said that when, yeah, Miami can't sell out no home game. Nobody goes to Miami Hurricanes games. They just don't. They just don't. Lou, I know you see JD5 throwing dots. Who? I don't even know who that is. Is that the quarterback for the team that's been losing most of the game to Arkansas? Is that the quarterback of the team that got blown out by Florida State? How many recruits will Florida lose after tonight? I don't know. They're winning 19-7. I'm not watching the Florida game, so y'all have to tell me. I don't know. Is it bad? I'm not. I haven't watched 1 second of that Florida game, so I don't know anything about the game other than the score. Ohio State just scored again. 10-0 now. Ohio State up on Notre Dame. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I can't really comment on the Florida game because I literally know nothing but the score. I haven't even looked at the stats. I would have thought they'd be beating Charlotte more than 19-7, but I'll have to look into that before I really say much more about it. Wow, Wake is just sad. Yeah, anybody that loses to Georgia Tech is pretty sad. I can agree with you on that 100%. South Carolina is struggling to beat Mississippi State. Yeah. What is it, 20-17 or something last time I looked? Is Florida playing at Charlotte? No, in the Swamp. All right, Ohio State kicks off after that touchdown. They're up 10-0. 11-14 to go. Boy, Notre Dame, seems like Notre Dame dominated that first quarter but couldn't get any friggin' points. Now they find themselves in a 10-point hole here in the second half. I bet Jackpot is not happy, says Dan Blackshirt. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. All right, let's see if Notre Dame's going to finally get something going on offense here. They're down 10, 11-14 to go in the third quarter. Ohio State 10, Notre Dame 0. I'm going to be honest. I'm surprised Ohio State has held Notre Dame to 0 points. That's impressive. That's impressive. Handoff on 1st and 10. Gains a couple of yards, maybe. 2nd and about 8 coming up for Notre Dame. What do Miami fans and WNBA fans have in common? 10,000 people who don't do dick. Lou, let them have it. Who you want me to get? Notre Dame is overrated as usual. I'm telling y'all, until they bring back black and white TVs and reinstate segregation, Notre Dame's not winning shit. Another handoff on 2nd and 8. Big hole that time. Picks up over 15 yards on the ground, right up the gut. First down, Notre Dame. I always feel like I'm standing in your way. Still halftime, Georgia, UAB, and Penn State, Iowa, I think, is still at the half, too. Tell these people that Auburn will not beat UGA next week. I don't care what they're playing. Yeah, Auburn's terrible. They got no offense at all. Auburn won't beat Georgia. Georgia's going to keep winning. They're just going to keep looking bad doing it, which is really going to make y'all mad. That's really going to make y'all mad, ain't it? Wow, I'm just seeing the replay of that long Travion Henderson touchdown run at the start of the third quarter. The Blazers are really good. Maybe the SEC should invite them. UAB is terrible, man. They are horrible. Big play on the ground, Notre Dame. Into Ohio State territory, inside the 40, out of bounds around the 39, 38-yard line. Notre Dame doing work on the ground here to start the second half. Bounced it outside and had plenty of room. A&M is not good. You think Georgia will win by 35 plus tonight? It'll be hard to do that giving up 14 points. They were favored by 42, Georgia was. Can't see them covering that. Let's see. If Georgia gets to 56 points, Georgia would have to score 57 total and not give up any more to even cover the 42. So that's not happening either. Marvin Harrison got hurt on the touchdown run. Uh-oh. Well, I guess that means Ohio State's going to lose. What is Ohio State going to say if they win in a game where Marvin Harrison got hurt? How are they going to justify that after they've been spending 8 months saying they can't win if Marvin Harrison gets hurt? 1st and 10, Notre Dame just inside the Ohio State 40. Another running play. Fights forward for 3 or 4 yards. 2nd and about 6 coming up now for Notre Dame. It doesn't look good for Harrison as he was carted off the field. Yeah, that's not good at all. Miami doesn't need to fill the stands. We're filling the scoreboard. Miami is averaging over 43 points per game. Anything over 40 points per game is good enough to win. You average 40 points a game over the course of a season, you should be winning a lot more games than you're losing. Toss sweep from Notre Dame. Trying to find some room, not much there. Might have gained a yard or so. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 coming up now for Notre Dame. The man Baked Bro says he didn't get carted off. I mean, they're showing him on the sideline jogging, so I don't know about him getting carted. I didn't see him get carted off, so I'm not sure what Michael Hogg's talking about. But this wouldn't be the first time I didn't know what Michael Hogg was talking about. They just gave Marvin Harrison his helmet back. I don't know if that means he's good to go. That's usually what it means. They usually take your helmet from you when you can't go in, and then they give you your helmet back if you can go in, and they just gave him his helmet back. Let's hope he can go back in. I mean, you don't like to see anybody get hurt, and you want to see everybody's best players play. Sam Hartman on 3rd and 5 completes a 6-yard pass for a 1st down inside the 30. 1st and 10, Notre Dame. Good-looking drive here for Rudy. They give the helmet back when your feelings are no longer hurt. Did you see Jimbo Fisher on the field during a play? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I bet he'll be back out the next time the offense comes out, says Michigan Supercars. Yeah, he was jogging on the sideline, and then they gave him his helmet back, so I'm assuming he's coming back in the game. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame on the Ohio State 28. Handoff. Nice hole. Picks up about 7 yards. Notre Dame is doing work on the ground on this drive here. Really leaning on Ohio State, running it down their throat. Couple of pass plays here and there, but this drive's been mostly on the ground for Notre Dame. 2nd and 4 on the 22. Under center this time, Sam Hartman, handoff. Not much room. Might have gained a yard. 3rd and about 3. Georgia kicks off to start the second half. Georgia 28, UAB 14. UAB returns the kick out of the end zone to the 10. Hit from behind and dropped at the 14. 1st and 10, UAB on their own 14 to start the third quarter. Underway, Iowa, Penn State second half. Penn State up 10-0 over Iowa. 12 and a half minutes to go. Looks like it might be raining there. Looks like it might be raining at that Penn State game. I can't really tell, but it looked like the camera had water drops on it a minute ago. 2nd and 9 for Penn State. Pass complete. Picks up a first down inside the Iowa 30. Notre Dame picked up a first down on the ground there. 3rd and 3. And they picked it up. 1st and 10, Notre Dame. UAB on the ground on first down. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to lose 4 yards. 2nd and 14 coming up for UAB. Notre Dame needed 3 yards. They gained 3.5. 1st and 10, Rudy on the Ohio State 18. Now they got to stop play for something. What are they doing? Reviewing the spot? They're reviewing the spot. I guess it's time for another commercial break, so they got to make up something they got to review. I swear to God, man. This is why these games take so damn... Yep, here we go. Right to a commercial break. Auburn looked bad, but UJ might lose to them. Yeah, I doubt that. Auburn's horrific. I don't know that Auburn will be able to score on Georgia. Auburn's offense is really bad. Their defense is okay, but their offense is really... They might have the worst offense in the SEC. 3rd and 12 pass falls incomplete for UAB. They're going to have to punt it away. Nice defensive series for Georgia to start out the second half, forcing a 3 and out there. UAB is going to be punting from their own end zone. It is raining at the Penn State game. You know, sometimes when you're watching the games on TV, you can't tell it's raining unless they do like a close-up shot of somebody's helmet or something. You can't tell it's raining from the wide shots on TV, but when they zoom in, you can see it. And yeah, it looked like it was raining. Rock Bowers is a beast, says Tyler Leopard. Off to a slow start this season. Hadn't done a whole lot. I mean, he's a hell of a player, but off to a slow start this year. He's been fighting an injury all year. Been playing hurt all year. Need to get him healed up. Uncle Lou, are you worried about Auburn next week? I'm worried that it's a road game. I'm not worried that it's Auburn. Georgia, this will be Georgia's first road game of the season. And since Carson Beck's a first-year starter, this will be his first road start. So that aspect of it worries me. The fact that it's Auburn doesn't worry me. No, they're not any good. They're not any good. Peyton Thorne is allergic to completing a pass. He looked absolutely horrible today. They ended up putting Robbie Ashford in at quarterback. You know how bad you have to be as a quarterback to get benched in place of Robbie Ashford? 1st and 10 for Georgia on their own 41. Beck wants to throw on first down, steps up in the pocket, scared to throw it, so he stumbles forward for 5 yards. Gotta let it go, Beck. Throw the fucking ball. Will Ohio State's defense give up 21 unanswered points because Marvin Harrison is out hurt? I think Marvin Harrison's probably going to come back in. He looked okay on the sideline when they showed him a minute ago. 2nd and 6 for Georgia now on their own 45. After that, Carson Beck scramble picked up 4. They bring a man in motion. That's Arian Smith. Handoff. Dejon Edwards off right tackle. Gains about 3 or 4. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Dogs. 3rd and 2. Notre Dame on the Ohio State 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff. Pushes forward for a couple of yards. 2nd and about 8 coming up now for Notre Dame. Georgia looking at a 3rd and 2 here. On their own 49. They need to get across the 50 to the UAB 49 to pick up a first down. 3rd and 2. Carson Beck under center. Handoff, Dejon Edwards bounces it outside, picks up the first down inside the 45. Well, to the 45. Gain of about 6. 1st and 10 dogs. 2nd and 8 for Notre Dame. Hartman back to throw this time. Complete on a little hook. It's close. Is it a touchdown? No, he's going to say down inside the 1. 1st and goal, Rudy. Just inside the 1. Did Beck just almost throw an interception? What the fuck was that? Carson Beck, play action pass. Look at that. That should have been a pick 6. Carson Beck almost threw an interception on a hitch pass. Oh, God almighty. Whatever you do, don't throw it downfield. Don't throw the ball downfield. That would just be ridiculous. 2nd and 10. Handoff to Dejon Edwards. Picks up 15, 16 yards. 1st down dogs inside the 30 to the 29. Notre Dame scored on 1st and goal. Touchdown Notre Dame. So they finally get on the board. We got us a game in South Bend. Ohio State 10, Notre Dame 6. An extra point will make it 7. Carson Beck throws it at the feet of Arian Smith. A terrible fucking throw. Just an absolute garbage can throw. Fire Mike Bobo. Carson Beck just threw it at Arian Smith's feet. Fire Mike Bobo. Fire Mike Bobo. No, Bama didn't look any better to me. Way too many penalties. Got a touchdown called back again. Jalen Milroe had a turnover in the red zone again. Defense played good, but their offense has got major issues. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Dylan Bell picks up about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up for the Dogs. Here comes the extra point for Notre Dame. This will make it a 3-point game if it's good. Snap. Hold, kick, right down the middle. Ohio State 10, Notre Dame 7. We got us a game with 3:35 to go in the 3rd. Ohio State 10, Notre Dame 7. 3rd and call it 2 now for the Dogs. Georgia's offense compared to anybody else you watch is like watching paint dry. You know Georgia still huddles. Is Georgia the only team in America that still huddles on offense? I think they might be. Gator, thank you for the super chat. He said later in the year, a good defense is going to start jumping those hitch routes. Might happen in a big game. The tendency is too high. Yeah, well, everybody does it. So, but Georgia seems to do it a lot. But every single team, it seems like half their passes nowadays are hitch routes behind the line of scrimmage. Hogs tied up with LSU 24 apiece. That can't be true. That can't be true. LSU's going 99-1. Are you making that up? Pretty sure you're making that up, aren't you? No, you're not making it up. You're not making it up at all. LSU's got a lot of poverty going on. A lot of poverty going on with LSU. We'll see if Marvin Harrison comes back out for Ohio State. I hope he does. It looked like he was ready to go on the sideline, so we'll find out here when Ohio State gets their offense back out on the field. Struggling against Arkansas. Yep. No doubt. What are the odds Ole Miss is Kiffin's last Power 5 job? 0. Because of his last name. These people with these last names, they... Look, I don't understand. Todd Grantham? This guy is a failure everywhere he goes, and there's always somebody waiting to hire him. Somebody will hire Lane Kiffin's dumb ass away from Ole Miss eventually. Or give him a shot somewhere else. Penn State kicks off to Iowa. They're up 17-0. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Commercial break on the other 2 games. Lou, does Ole Miss have a chance beating LSU? A chance? Yes. Will they? I don't think so. If I had to pick that game right now, I'd pick LSU, but I do think Ole Miss has a chance, yes. Tommy Reese just exhausts me with his play calling. He's not creative with his plays, says Tyler Leopard. Lou, Auburn just plays bad on the road? Okay. All right. Hadn't Georgia beat Auburn at home like the last 10 times or something? Auburn's like 3-18 against Georgia in the last 21 games, and half of those are at Jordan-Hare Stadium, so I don't know about that. Auburn's offense has been bad anywhere it plays. Notre Dame kicks off after scoring that touchdown. Squib kick, fielded at the 2, across the 10, the 15, 20, 25, 30, up to the 35, 36-yard line. Nice return for Ohio State, and it looks like Marvin Harrison is going to take the field for Ohio State, so that's good news. That's good news. Cade should have just stayed a backup at Michigan. Chris S. says, Beck is not it. Beck can't complete a slant pass, says Summerly B. Lou, why don't you like the NFL? If you do, who is your team? It's not that I don't like the NFL. I don't have a favorite NFL team, and I just don't watch it very often. I mean, I watch college football 15 hours every Saturday. The last thing I want to do is sit around and do the same thing on Sunday. McCord throws, complete to Marvin Harrison on a slant route, good for 6-7 yards. Second and 4 for Ohio State. First and goal for Georgia. On the 4. Beck hands it off to a white walk-on running back, Cash Jones, tackled at the 2. Arkansas is like crack. They get you high when they make good plays, then ruin your life if you get too invested in the game. God dang. That's pretty bad. Second and goal for Georgia. Another handoff to a white walk-on running back, in for a touchdown. No, they say he didn't get in. They're going to say he's short. Third and goal. Third and 4 for Ohio State on their own 41. McCord back to throw. Under pressure. Escapes out to his left. Gets rid of it. Uh-oh. Caught. I'm going to have to see a replay here. They blew it dead. I don't know what happened here.
It's like, huh?
I don't know what the hell happened. Third and goal. Now Georgia scores. Touchdown, Georgia. Oh, yeah, he was down. Yeah, his knee was down. Yeah, it's going to be a completed catch, but his knee was down when he caught it, so he's going to be down there. Georgia's going to go up 35-14 over UAB. I guess Octavian is hiding right now. Would anybody care if I turned off the Penn State game and put on the Arkansas LSU game? I mean, watching Iowa's offense it makes me feel like Benjamin Button, like I'm aging in reverse or something. It's just fucking weird. Let's see if LSU can embarrass themselves. Pretty sure they can. They've been embarrassing themselves for decades, really. Oh, corn dog routine. Arkansas 24, LSU 24. 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter of that one. So we're going to come down to the wire there. Ohio State goes deep for Marvin Harrison, falls incomplete. LSU keeps it on the ground, 1st and 10, picks up a couple of yards. They're down close to the red zone. They're in field goal range, LSU is. 2nd and 10 for Ohio State. They're on the Notre Dame 40. 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Might have gained a yard. 3rd and 9 or so coming up now for Ohio State. 2nd and 7 for LSU on the Arkansas 22. Jaden Daniels in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw, looks to his left. Throws, caught underneath. hit right away, though. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 for LSU. 3rd and 9 for Ohio State on the Notre Dame 39. This would be a big stop for the Notre Dame defense here as they're trying to get the ball back. Shotgun. Snap. McCord back to throw. Looks, goes complete. Inside the 30 to the 28. First down, Ohio State. Emeka Egbuka again. Flag down in the LSU-Arkansas game. I think it's on Arkansas, too, also. This would be a big penalty because it's going to be 3rd down for LSU, depending on what this penalty is. Offsides on Arkansas. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down. No, first down. That gives them a first down. First down, LSU. Is there some kind of penalty in the Ohio State game, too? What are they looking at? Unnecessary roughness on number 70 on Ohio State. Wow, big penalty on Ohio State there. 15-yarder backs them way up. Wow. Hey, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up if you hadn't already. Almost 900 people in here. We ought to be able to get to 700 thumbs up. Let's see if we can do that. Hit the thumbs up. It's the easiest thing you can do to help support the channel. Please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. 3rd and 24 now for Ohio State. McCord back to throw. Steps up, throws underneath, complete to Stover. Tackled well short of a first down. Ohio State kind of in no man's land here. I don't think they can kick a field goal from here. Another flag down in the Arkansas-LSU game on a 3rd down again. What are they going to do now? This is going to be on LSU this time. It's going to back them up. That's going to back them up. George Scott, pull a thumb out of your rear. Hit the like. Yeah, hit the like button. No talent gap between Oregon and Colorado. Deion Sanders post game. Is that really what he said? There's an obvious talent gap. It's one of the reasons he got blown out. It's the main reason he got blown out. 2nd and 17 now for LSU after that penalty. They're on the Arkansas, 20-yard line? Jaden Daniels back to throw into the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown, LSU in the corner of the end zone. Neighbors with the touchdown reception. LSU retakes the lead. Congrats to the Waffle House and Georgia Tech. Wake Forest disgusted me tonight. Tech earned it. Rough day for the Deke man. Yeah, anytime you lose to Georgia Tech, it's a rough day. That's a fact. UAB with a nice play on 2nd and 7 gains. About 20 yards up to 40, 45-yard line. First down UAB. Just a little 3-4 yard curl route. And we're missing tackles. Dan Jackson, another white walk-on. This one playing safety. Just got turned around. 1st and 10, UAB on their own 34. Back to throw. Hit as he throws and falls incomplete. When defense is going to realize you have to defend Neighbors? Well, realizing you have to defend him and having the ability to do it aren't necessarily the same thing. He's one of the best receivers in the SEC. He's really good. He's really good. But yeah, you got to know where he's at on every play. Marvin Harrison still suffering from Javon Bullard PTSD, says Shopping for Profit. Who's the best team in the country right now? Washington? 3rd and 10. UAB back to throw. That's how are you not going to call that? You've got to be kidding me if they didn't call holding on that in the Georgia game. I mean, almost took the guy's shirt off. Did you see it? Watch how obvious it is. on this number 11. Watch. Look.
Oh my God.
Look. Almost took his fucking jersey off. How do you not call that? I mean, it's an incomplete pass and they got a punt, but Jesus, man. It doesn't get any more obvious than that. Fourth and 10, UAB is going to have to punt it away. 8:04 to go in the third quarter. Georgia 35, UAB 14. Muse 30, 35, cuts it back, tackle just short of the 40. Pretty good return there. First and 10, Georgia just short of the 40. Notre Dame's defense forces a punt here. And it's going to be downed inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Hell of a punt by Ohio State right there. First and 10, Notre Dame on their own 4. Notre Dame backed up inside their 5. First and 10 from the 4. Beck going deep. Uh-oh, Marcus Rosemy-Jack Saint wide open. 25-20, 15. Upended at the 11. First and 10, Georgia at the 11. It's amazing how good Georgia's offense is when they actually throw the ball downfield. I mean, it's night and day difference. Their offense is so much better when they throw the ball downfield versus throwing the ball 19 yards behind the line of scrimmage 100 times. 7:20 to go in the third. Clock ticking. First and 10, Georgia on the UAB 11. If LSU wins, who will the run a train on? Not sure. Hartman from his own end zone. Complete over the middle. Wide open out to the 30. All the way up to the 35. Huge play by Notre Dame there. They had them backed up in their own end zone. They hit a post route wide open over the middle, about 20 yards downfield, and then runs about another 15 yards all the way up to the 35. Somebody forgot to cover that guy. First and 10, Notre Dame on their own 35. Second and 11 for Georgia now from the 12-yard line. Toss sweep to Dejon Edwards, looking for blocks, can't get any. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go with the red zone offense again. Georgia gets inside the red zone, you can forget it. They're just not scoring. Marvin Harrison would have picked that off. Poor OSU. Third and 9 for Georgia from the 11-yard line. They got to get to the 2 for a first down, but it's red zone offense. They can't do shit. You already know. Third and 9. Beck rolls out to his right, throws back to his left to Bowers. 10-5 touchdown Georgia. Bowers untouched into the end zone. Not sure how you don't put anybody near Bowers. Second and 10. Notre Dame goes deep. Pass falls incomplete, though. Good coverage on the play. Georgia 41, UAB 14. Can't wait for everybody to tell me how shitty Georgia looks today, and they should drop to number 102 in the rankings. Should Georgia drop to 102 or 103 in the rankings? Please let me know. I'd be curious to know what y'all think. Teams have seemed to learn how to neutralize Harold Perkins since last year. Well, LSU changed positions. They LSU took one of the best pass rushers in all of college football and turned him into a middle linebacker that does nothing but play zone coverage and pass defense. I've never seen anything quite that dumb in my entire life. LSU completely ruined Perkins. Bobo should have stopped the Maui fires. Yeah, fire Bobo. This is ridiculous. Perkins used to not need so much space. We used to play a different position. Played a different position last year. You know what it is? It's the same thing Alabama did with Will Anderson last year. Remember how good Will Anderson was 2 years ago? Then last year he didn't do shit. Go back and watch the Alabama. It's the funniest fucking thing. You go back and you watch the Alabama-Tennessee game from last year where Hendon Hooker kept standing in the pocket and throwing 30-yard bombs all night long with no pressure on him at all. And you're like, where the fuck is Will Anderson? You know where Will Anderson was? Covering a middle zone 7 yards behind the line of 7 yards downfield. Tennessee doesn't throw the ball 7 yards downfield. Tennessee either throws hitch routes at the line of scrimmage or they throw 40-yard bombs. That's it. There's no in between. Tennessee only has 11 plays total, including their running plays. Every time you looked up, Will Anderson was playing some kind of bubble zone in the middle of the defense. I mean, Alabama just took the best player on the field completely out of the game. It was weird. It was weird. Oh yeah, 42-14. Oh, put Georgia right back where they belong in the one spot on the shelf while y'all type and cry about it. Right back in the number one spot where they belong. Right back over there in the number one spot, right where they belong. You know, I never had a doubt about my Georgia Bulldogs, not a single damn moment. Type. Hartman going deep, throws a moon ball down towards the end zone, incomplete. They're going to get somebody for pass interference. I mean, I don't know if it's offense or defense, but flag came in right at the wide receiver's feet. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Oh, man.
Boy. Number one team in the country is just putting an absolute beating on UAB. An absolute beating. Is there anybody that hasn't heard the nursery rhymes yet? I feel like reading the nursery rhymes again. I've got dirty college football nursery rhymes. So here's your warning. If you don't like cuss words or pedophile jokes, log off now. Come back in a few minutes.
Arkansas just scored, but then they took it back.
That's going to be a delay game on Notre Dame. Here we go. Hickory dickory dock. Clemson has a pet rock. Pete's down bad. Dabo loves God, but his brother loves 9-year-old's cock. Wow. Sickening. Shout out to Dabo's brother. Here you go. Jack and Jill went up the hill. She whipped out her tits to show. Texas and Miami beat a ranked team. They're both going 100-0. Little Miss Maffa sat on her taffa, eating her curds and whey. Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Texas. Who the fuck have they played? All right, one more. One more. Josh Heupel sat on the wall. Josh Heupel had a great fall. To all the Voltards in that god-awful state, go fuck your mother. Hashtag 1998. Carson Beck winked, by the way. I tried to tell y'all all week. Carson Beck winked. The performance is good, but the lyrics don't fit the meter. Yeah, they fit the meter perfectly. You don't know the meter. The lyrics fit the meter perfectly, buddy. Syllable for syllable, sir. What's going on here now? Is Notre Dame bullying Ohio State? You mean to tell me that in a big game, Ohio State's defense is letting them down in the second half? Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. Not again. This is like the 8th big game in a row. Ohio State's defense is letting them down in the second half. Oh, man. Notre Dame's got Ohio State on roller skates. This is embarrassingly sad. First and goal for Rudy on the 4. Handoff right up the gut. Look at him push Ohio State around. Down to the 3-yard line. UAB pass complete out in the flat on 2nd and 11 is going to gain about 3. 3rd and 8 coming up for UAB on their own 43-yard line. Georgia destroyed USF last week. Georgia didn't play USF last week. You're thinking of Alabama. LSU still up 31-24, but Arkansas is in the red zone. KJ Jefferson back to throw. Scrambles out to his right. Look, throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. 4th and 18 coming up for the Pig Sueys. Arkansas. Bacon. Touchdown Notre Dame. Please tell me they didn't big boy Ohio State on that play. I hope that was a pass play or something. They didn't just line up and push Notre Dame around, did they? Okay, good. That was a pass play. All right, good. That was a pass play. Thank God they didn't just line up and push Notre Dame around like a bunch of bitches. That would have been a shame. Bama is afraid to play UAB. That's a 100% fact. Bama refuses to schedule UAB because of a 50-year-old grudge that the Bear Bryant family has against the former president at UAB. It's just fucking petty as shit. It's Bama's fault UAB's program got shut down for a couple of years. Wouldn't give them any money. Bama won't play any Alabama teams, only Auburn. Tie game for the, oh shit, I missed it, but yeah. Arkansas scored. Tie game. How'd they score? Anybody see how Arkansas scored? I missed it. I looked up just in time to see the extra point. Swing pass, thank you, Woff. Georgia's still up 42-14. Georgia, your number 1 team in the country, just absolutely dominating UAB. 42-14. Still 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, too. Just an absolute beatdown of biblical proportions here at the hand of the 2-time defending champion Georgia Bulldogs.
You weren't worried at all, were you?
Shit, no. Shit, no. I told you, even when I was yelling and screaming and getting all pissed off, I told you, I said, it's not, Georgia's going to win, it's not that. It's little shit that pisses me off. I mean, I was never worried about this game. It's little shit that I see in these kinds of games that worry me for future games down the road, like playoff games.
I agree.
Because Georgia's headed to the playoffs, not like all these other podunk teams who can't win regular season games. 4th and 13, UAB is going to have to kick it away. Punt's going to be fielded at the 20, 25, 30. Hit and tackled at the 33. There is a flag down. Makai Muse slow to get up. Looks like holding to me, too. Probably going to be the penalty. Penn State up 24-0, taking the Big Ten this year. Yeah, I like Penn State this year. They're going to be really good. Ohio State will come down the field and score. Notre Dame doesn't have it in them to finish the game, says DI 114N. We'll see. This just in, Iowa still hasn't scored. Yeah, breaking news. No offense. Wow. Bama's scared to play UAB. That's a fact. It's 100% a fact. How did Virginia Tech lose to Marshall? The 2 Virginia teams are some of the worst in Power 5. They're horrible. Both Virginia teams are horrible. All the ACC does is lose to Group of 5 teams. It's embarrassing. The ACC's got like 6, I think, losses to the group of 5 this season. I don't get it. If you were to make a list of the 10 worst Power 5 teams in the country, half of them are in the ACC. First and 10, Georgia keeps it on the ground. Andrew Paul, the redshirt freshman running back, bangs forward for about 5 yards. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter now. Brock Vandergriff in at quarterback.
What?
Yeah, Brock Vandergriff in. Andrew Paul again. 3 or 4 yards that time. 3rd and 1 now for the Dogs on their own 29. Brock Vandergriff siding at quarterback with 3 minutes to go in the third. Redshirt sophomore. It's his 3rd year. Ohio State 1st and 10. McCord rolls out. Pass complete at the line of scrimmage and tackled right away. No gain. Arkansas kicks off after tying it up with LSU. 3rd and 1. Vandergriff throws to Delp. Can't get the first down. Got to do better than that on 3rd and 1. You got to pick that up. Georgia's going to have to punt it away. 4th and 2. They're going to have to punt it away. Georgia can't get a first down there. They got to kick it away. Got to do better than that. Another pass behind it. See, it don't really matter who the quarterback is. Another pass behind the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield on 2nd and 9 for Ohio State. McCord back to throw. Looks, dancing all around in the pocket. Rolls out, now throws complete, but short. Gains 3 or 4 yards. Ohio State receiver slow to get up, too. Not Marvin Harrison, though. Calm down. I believe it was Kyle Stover again. Big 3rd down here for Ohio State, it feels like. They trail for the first time in the game. They're down 14-10. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Feels like a big play here. 3rd and 5 for Ohio State on their own 30. 3 wide to the bottom, 2 up top. Empty backfield. McCord back to throw. Looks to his left. Throws over the middle. Caught. Wide open. There's just nobody there. Still running. Where is Notre Dame? I don't know what happened there. I mean, there wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him when he caught the ball. Easiest pitch and catch you'll ever see. Look, literally nobody picked him up. Look. Don't know what happened there. Miscommunication, blown coverage, something in the back end for Notre Dame. But huge play for Ohio State, and it feels like they really needed it, too. 1st and 10 for the Sucknuts. They trail 4. On the Notre Dame 30. Snap. McCord. Toss sweep. Referees blow it dead. Going to be either a false start or some sort of illegal shift or something on Ohio State. Let's see. Yeah, false start and that and this and that. Back them up 5. 1st and 15 now for Ohio State. 2nd and 10 for UAB up around their own 35 following that Georgia punt from earlier. 36, 37-yard line for UAB. Jet sweep has some room to the outside. Can he get to the corner? No. Georgia defense too much speed. Forces him out of bounds. Not much of anything on the play. 3rd and about 9 coming up for UAB. 1st and 15, Ohio State. McCord back to throw. Deep. Toward the sideline. Has a step. Pass interference. These DBs, man, I don't understand. You see it all over college football. These DBs don't turn their head around. If you don't turn your head around and look for the ball and you run into the receiver, you're going to get called every time. Look at 27. All you got to do, 27, is turn your head around, and instead of pass interference, there's an interception. Look, it almost hits him in the ear hole. I mean, the ball was drastically underthrown, so that's why you ran into it, but you got to turn your head around. If you don't turn your head around, they're going to call that every time. Automatic first down for the Sucknut. 1st and 10, UAB up near midfield. Quarterback running for his life. Stepped out of bounds. Play action pass, McCord. McCord looking. Gets rid of it. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete. Threw it out of the back of the end zone, really. Lucky he threw it out of the back of the end zone, or it probably would have been intercepted in that. Also. Second and 10 for the suck nut. 5:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Time going by fast now. 5.5 minutes to go in this one. Rudy 14, the suck nuts 10. Kyle McCord in a shotgun. Second and 10 on the Notre Dame 20. Snap. Handoff. Has room. Still on his feet. Stumbles to the 10. Close to a first down. He might be about a yard short. Travion Henderson nearly scored there. Tripped up at the last minute. Stumbles for 9 yards. Look at that. Literal definition of a shoestring tackle with a little bit of help from the grass monster. Third and 1 coming up for Ohio State. Gators win but struggle with no first half starters and too many turnovers. Go Gators, though. Gators win but struggled with no first half starters. I don't know what that means. I know you're not telling me that no starters played in the first half. That's silly. Handoff. Boy, that's close. I don't know if he got it. I don't think he got it. No, fourth down. He's going to be short. And they're down 4. They got to go for it. Look at this. He didn't get it. Has to get across the 10. No, he didn't get that. He's a half a yard short. Fourth down and a half a yard. 4.5 minutes to go. Biggest play of the game so far right here. Field goal no good. Pistol formation. McCord, shotgun. Now he walks up to the center, yells at him. Are they just going to try to draw him off sides? Yeah, they call it. Ohio State ends up calling a timeout. Almost got to delay a game with all that bullshit they were doing. LSU now trying to retake the lead. First and 10 on the Arkansas 28. Jaden Daniels hands it off. Big hole right up the middle. Inside the 10, down to the 7. First and goal, Corn Dogs. First and goal, Corn Dogs inside the 10. All tied up with the Swine, 31 apiece. Considering Notre Dame wins this game, I would think they go to Duke for College Game Day next week, right? Probably. You know, they like to go to places where they don't normally get to go, and there's not that many opportunities for College Game Day to go to Duke. So, yeah, could be. If Notre Dame ends up winning, you could have College Game Day at Duke next week, yeah. I'd have to look at the rest of the schedule of games, but, yeah. The missing O-line starters, sorry, not clarifying. I got you. Y'all were missing some starters on the offensive line, is what you're saying, for Florida. Fourth and inches for Ohio State. 4:17 to go. McCord under center. Jet sweep. He didn't get it. They ran a jet sweep and lost a yard. Wow. Notre Dame's going to take over on downs. Notre Dame's 2 first downs away from winning the game. There's 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Ohio State's got 2 timeouts. Notre Dame's 2 first downs away. It was a jet sweep to Ibuka, and he lost a couple of yards. Notre Dame strung it out, and then he just ran out of room. They shoved him out of bounds. That's the problem when you're a soft fucking team like Ohio State. You can't just line up and get an inch. That's sad. That's real sad. That is real sad when you're soft as shit like Ohio State. The game is on the line, 4th and inches, and you got to run a jet sweep to a wide receiver around the outside because you're so fucking soft, you can't run up the middle for 1 fucking inch. Ohio State. And look, it's not like they just figured this shit out. They've been soft for years. They've been known this is a problem, and they still keep doing it. Wow. Hi, Woo. Did Bama helmet turn over? Yeah, we turned the Bama helmet back the right way. Duke versus Syracuse, ACC championship, roll basketball school. Yeah. How bad do you think my Trojans bend over the Buffaloes next week? I think 49-10. Ralphie getting smoked. I think y'all can score 49 on them in the first half if you want to, or you can do what Oregon did, get up real quick, 35-0, and then just put the woozies in the rest of the game. But Oregon could have scored 70 on them today, no problem. Oregon had mercy on them in the second half, but I mean, if Southern Cal wants to score 100 on Colorado, they can. Colorado's got the worst defense maybe that I've ever seen. What is this? Okay, thank you. LSU secondary has major concerns. Yeah, heading into the season, that was the biggest question mark about LSU was their secondary. Their entire, UAB fumbles, but they recovered it. Their entire secondary basically is transfer players. And if you watch the LSU-Florida State game, that's what really broke down for them in the second half. Their secondary just got lit up in the second half there. And it's happened again today. And when you're getting lit up by a quarterback named KJ Jefferson, you got problems. I like KJ Jefferson, and he's a hell of a runner. He's a big old dude. But KJ Jefferson ain't somebody that should be sitting in the pocket and picking your defense apart. That's kind of embarrassing for the Corn Dogs. Dan Jackson missed another tackle. I don't know what's happened to Dan Jackson. Dan Jackson was decent 2 years ago. Last year he was no good, and this year he's no good. It's about time to get him out of there. Plus, he's been in college for 9 years. They just announced it. Notre Dame versus Duke. Is that game day? Is game day next week? Okay, good. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I like when they go. I mean, look, I know it's like the cool thing to do to make fun of ESPN these days or whatever. But I've been watching College Game Day since I was 20 years old. I mean, I love that show. And, yeah, it's cool when they go to, Ohio State and Michigan and Notre Dame and Georgia and Clemson and Bama and all these big places that they've been a dozen times. But I like it when they go to the out-of-the-way places. And I don't recall them ever going to Duke before. Maybe they have. But let's be real. There just hasn't been many opportunities for game day to go to Duke. So I like when they go to those kinds of places. UNC, I told you Notre Dame was easy money. My Bucks got 3 L's this year. Notre Dame, Penn State, and Michigan. Yeah, I took Notre Dame in this game. We'll see if they can hang on. They need a couple of first downs. 3.5 minutes to go. Clock ticking. Ohio State's got 2 timeouts. Hand off. Estime up the gut. First down. Gained 11 right up the middle. That's bad. You know Notre Dame's running the ball because they're trying to chew clock, and you're still getting put on roller skates. Look at Ohio State get blown off. Look at that. Look at this number 51. This number 51 for Ohio State. Who is that? This guy got blocked all the way up to Chicago. I mean, what is Ohio State doing, man? How can they keep being this soft year after year after year? Is Ohio State ever going to win another big game? I'm serious. They lost to Oregon at home 2 years ago. They lost to Michigan at home 2 years ago. They lost at Michigan last year. They lost in the playoffs to Georgia. Like, when are they going to win a big game? Now, that time Notre Dame got driven the wrong way. That time Notre Dame lost 6 or 7 yards. 14-10. Is this 2007 Ohio State? Question mark, says Dylan Deloney. No, it's not. It's not. It's all schemed. They ran the middle. Start of fourth, went play action versus man-to-man, and now OSU is on their heels. Ohio State's been on their heels for 8 years. 3rd and goal for LSU with 11 seconds to go in the game. Fourth and goal with 8 seconds to go in the game. Field goal time, I reckon. LSU's going to attempt the game-winning field goal, 8 seconds to go. This is going to basically be an extra point. Here. Corn Dogs trying to avoid disaster. Second loss for LSU and the season's over. I mean, it's like Clemson today with their second loss. If LSU loses this one, it's over. All right, here we go. 4th and goal. Snap, hold, kick. Looks good. It is good. 5 seconds to go. Not much time. Arkansas's got no timeouts. LSU's probably going to squib kick it. LSU 34, Arkansas 31. What a game. What a game. What's going on with South Carolina, Mississippi State? Do we need to check in on that? Or 2 and no and 2? Ryan Day's beard is weird. Yes, it is. Well, Ryan Day's just weird in general. Do you think, let me ask you this. Do you think Ryan Day and the Ohio State fans are going to cry about this loss for 8 months like they have been the Georgia loss, or how's that going to work? Day calling a jet sweep on 4th and inches poverty. Well, yeah, well, when you're soft and you can't get an inch up the middle, I mean, look, you got Ohio State's defense got completely pushed around in the second half of this game. I hate to keep going back to that, but that's what happened. I'll be interested in looking at the stats of this game. Notre Dame rushing in the first half versus rushing in the second half. Notre Dame imposed their will on Ohio State in the second half of this game. Notre Dame big boyed you, Ohio State. You got big boyed by Notre Dame. Kyle McCord, what a disaster. Who remembers that trash quarterback Georgia used to have named Jake Fromm? Guy wasn't very good. The first start of Jake Fromm's career, he was a true freshman. The first start of Jake Fromm's career on the road at Notre Dame, a giant fucking W for Georgia. Not Kyle McCord. Nope. Toting his L back to fucking Columbus. Got big boyed by Notre Dame. That's pitiful. Pitiful. Sam Hartman back to throw. Oh my God! Wow. Did you see that? Sam Hartman tried to throw a pick six. Sam Hartman almost just lost this game. Look at this. What in the fuck are you doing? Sam Hartman's been in college for 11 years. Why would you do that? Wow. If I was Notre Dame, I'd be mad as fuck. Why would he do that? 3rd and 15. No way they're going to throw it again. You got to run the ball. Yeah,
if you root for one of the top programs in the country, you only get a few of these a year.
Right,
so not only do we wait forever to get to the college football season itself,
and Notre Dame's got a punt. This is Notre Dame's fault. Never should have attempted a pass on second down.
And this is certainly
poor coaching
one
and
of
play
them.
calling
This qualifies
you should
in
have ran the
state.
ball
So Ohio
every
State, Notre
single
Dame
time. Forced
get
Ohio
together
State.
in South
Now
Bend
Ohio
for the first
State's
time
got
since 1996, everyone.
2 minutes
the
to
Buckeyes
go.
and the Irish, of course, got together in Columbus last year. Hard fought 21-10 Buckeyes win.
2 minutes
as,
to go.
Ohio State put it away with a couple drives in the second half. We invite your
two
calls. I will
win.
be leaving the StreamYard link in the chat. You can give us a ring. We got Sean Moriarty here from the Two Irish Brothers. We appreciate
still in at
Sean
for Georgia.
Helping to host our post-game show for Notre Dame football here at the Voice of College Football over on the Notre Dame channel. And, of course, Sean will be working that along with Ben after Notre Dame and Ohio State again on the Notre Dame channel right after the game.
What's the background noise?
Sean, we appreciate you being here. How's it going?
It's great to be here, and I'm doing very well. How are you doing, Mark?
I am doing great.
Oh, I see it. YouTube started playing. Sorry about that. I can't hear because I don't have the headphones on. Appreciate y'all letting me know. I fixed it. YouTube started playing for some reason. Andrew Paul with a first down for Georgia. 10:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Georgia's still up 42-14.
What do you think Slimy Hot Boy's going to say?
Oh, Slimy Hot Boy's going to be mad about it. He's probably going to make a whole new Mumble mixtape about this game. Y'all think Slimy Hot Boy will make a new Mumble mixtape about this game? Brock Vandergrift keeps quarterback run down inside the 15 to the 14. Another first down for the Dogs. 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Yeah, Slimy Hot Boy's gonna make a whole mumble mixtape about this shit. Lou, are you taking fan submissions for the nursery rhymes? No. The Analog Underground says LSU survives. I guess a win is a win. James Pete says Lou is a closet Notre Dame fan. Man, James, you figured it out, buddy. Nothing gets past you, dude. Nothing gets past you. I just can't fool you, man. You cracked the code. You cracked the code. Man, you're smart. You are smart. You know, Georgia's never lost to Notre Dame, Ohio State, man. What's your fucking excuse? Georgia's undefeated all time against Notre Dame. What are you doing? 2nd and 3. Brock Vandergriff shotgun hands it off. Touchdown, Dogs. Who the fuck is that? Savon Clark? Boy, I think they pulled him out of the bleachers, didn't they? I think they pulled him out of the bleachers and let him score. Savon Clark. If there's anybody in the Athens area that wants to score a touchdown in a college football game, if you report to Sanford Stadium right now, they'll put you in and let you score on UAB. Mag says, I think Notre Dame is going to mess this up. They could. They should not have thrown the ball on that 2nd down play. They should not have thrown it. They should have ran the ball, forced Ohio State to use another timeout. Now Ohio State's got the ball, decent field position, their own 35, and they've got one timeout. Field goal no good, though. Incomplete pass on 1st down. Or is it? Are they going to say that was a backwards pass or a forward? Either way, it's still Ohio State's ball. Oh, the ball was tipped, yeah. Ball was tipped, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up for the suck nut. Field goal no good. Got to have a touchdown. 2nd and 10 from the 35, 1:22 to go. McCord, shotgun, back to throw. Looking, throws, incomplete, over the head of Travion Henderson. Over the head of Travion Henderson. Looks like it's raining there, too. Either that or Kyle McCord's got one of those new special edition glitter helmets, which might be the case. In fact, I think Ohio State's entire uniform should be covered in glitter from now on. As soft as they are, that would make, yeah, like stripper glitter, because they some hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Stripper glitter.
Yeah, Ohio State's uniform should be covered in stripper glitter from now on. 3rd and 10. McCord looks to his left, throws, complete. All the way down to the Notre Dame 42. Big play, Emeka Egbuka. First and 10, Ohio State. On the Notre Dame 42. McCord back to throw. Going deep. Incomplete. Julian Fleming, I think, intended receiver that time. One of about 18 NFL wide receivers that Ohio State has. Ohio State is definitely going to claim that Marvin Harrison is injured. He's playing, but they're still going to say, well, he was injured, and we would have won if he wouldn't have been. That's just what they do. Wait a minute. Oh, is it raining? If it is raining, then it's raining.
Oh,
that's why they lost.
Yeah.
They get to blame an injury and the weather. Two of their favorite things to do. McCord back to throw. Under pressure, gets rid of it, caught. Pushed out of bounds just inside the 40 at the 39. Gains about 4. 3rd and long coming up for Ohio State. Obviously 2-down territory here. You're not giving the ball back to Notre Dame. Iowa, worst offense in history, says Ben Cummings. Yeah, no doubt. Lou, will you make a rhyme for Slimy, says Percent Better. I don't know if I'll make a rhyme just for him, but maybe I'll add him into one of the rhymes. Maybe I'll add him into one. Congrats to LSU. They have a great fan base just like Clemson. Nice to be around fans who aren't obnoxious, says Jeremy Marsh. Well, every fan base is kind of the same. Every fan base has some obnoxious fans, and every fan base has some fans that are okay. It kind of just depends on, what type of fans you're subjected to on any given occasion. But no matter where you go in the world of college football or any sports, really, you're going to find some good, nice fans and some just degenerate assholes like me. 4th and 7. Game on the line here for the Sucknut Man. Game on the line for the Sucknut Man. 4th and 7. Empty backfield for Kyle McCord. 3 wide receivers to the bottom, 2 up top. Snap, back to throw. Blown dead. Referees come running in. Did someone call a timeout? Timeout Notre Dame. Not sure why you would do that. You're just giving Ohio State man more time to draw up some kind of silly ass play in the dirt that might end up working. Not sure why you would do that to yourself, but they did. Georgia 49, UAB 14. They went down and scored on their last possession. UAB's got the ball now. Just under 9 minutes to go in the game. 1st and 10, UAB. Do you think Ohio State players will now be angry when they lose like Bama? Well, you don't want to play a pissed off Ohio State. Ohio State's been pissed off for 8 years. It hasn't seemed to matter. All they do is lose big games. All right, here we go. 4th and 7 for Ohio State. Notre Dame trying to hang on and get their biggest win since desegregation. Back to throw. Gets rid of it. Complete. Wow, he got it. Wow. Needed 7, got 7.5. Wow. Needed 7, got 7.5. Still alive. Sucknuts, 1st and 10 on the Notre Dame 32. McCord throws over the middle. Oh, nearly intercepted by Rudy. Oh, my God. Rudy nearly picked that thing off. I don't think McCord saw him underneath. I don't think McCord saw that guy underneath. Boy, lucky there. Really lucky there. Get your hands checked. Boy, that number 2 for Notre Dame's got hands like feet. No wonder he plays defense. Second and 10. On the Rudy 32-yard line. McCord back to throw again. 4-man rush over the middle. Marvin Harrison diving catch. Boy, this Notre Dame's fucking up. Notre Dame's fucking up now. Ohio State's going to have the ball inside the 15.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. McCord throws into the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Great coverage intended for Marvin Harrison. Lucky that wasn't intercepted right there. Hit the defensive back right in the damn numbers. 2nd and 10. Wow. Notre Dame has let Ohio State go right down the damn field here. UAB's trying to score short of a touchdown. 3rd and goal coming up for UAB. Georgia 49, UAB 14. McCord in a shotgun from the 13. Back to throw. Hit and throws it away. Got lucky to get out of that sack there, because that stops the clock. He was about to be sacked, and he threw it out of bounds right at the last second. If he'd have got sacked, that would have been bad. That would have been bad, because they don't have any timeouts, I don't think, do they? They had one, but I think they used it. Incomplete pass out of bounds, stops the clock with 15 seconds to go. Oh, they're going to call a penalty for intentional grounding. Wow, that's a 10-second runoff, I think. And a loss of down. I think that's a 10-second runoff and a loss of down, which means Ohio State's going to get one more play with 5 seconds to go. Isn't that, I think it's a 10-second runoff. Ohio State's going to use their last timeout so that they don't get a 10-second runoff. Ohio State had one timeout remaining. And they're being forced to either use their timeout or a 10-second runoff. They choose the timeout. So when we come back from the timeout, it's going to be 3rd and 10. 15 seconds to go. No timeouts. Ball on the 13. Ball on the 13. Notre Dame getting 9.5 was a no-brainer. Notre Dame wasn't getting 9.5. Were they? This wasn't a 9.5 point spread, was it? Thought it was closer than. I thought it was less than that. 3rd and 19 after that penalty. Yeah, it was like a 3-point spread. Yeah. It's a 3-point spread. All right, 3rd and 19 from the 22 after the penalty. Empty backfield, 15 seconds to go. 3rd and 19. Ohio State needs a touchdown. McCord in the pocket, throws. Caught right at the goal line. Holy shit, it's going to be 1st and goal. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. I'm assuming they're going to spike it. They do. With 7 seconds to go, my God. Boy. Boy, boy, boy. Look at Notre Dame. Shitting all down their leg. Wow. Notre Dame has spent the last 3 minutes of the 4th quarter shitting down their own leg. 2nd and goal. How's it? Oh, yeah, they spiked it. Yeah. All right, Notre Dame calls a timeout now. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1. Wow. 7 seconds to go. I guess they're going to, I don't think they can't really run the ball. Because if they run the ball and they don't get it, it's game over. They're not going to have time to run a second play. So I'm guessing they're going to run, you know what they're probably going to do? You know those 2-point conversion, like, pick plays where, like, the running back comes in motion and flanks out into the flat, like, literally just, like, 1 yard deep into the end zone? You're probably looking at something like that, or a tight end, or something like that, where you got the wide receivers on one side, they all run to the inside, while a guy in motion kind of cuts behind them out into the flat. You see it a lot on 2-point conversions and shit like that. This is fucking wild. Look at Sam Hartman and his beard. He don't know what the fuck to do.
He's a grown man with that beard.
Here we go. 2nd and goal from the 1. McCord back to throw. Rolls to his right. Throws. Incomplete. 3 seconds to go.
Jesus.
Last play coming up.
This is crazy.
This will be the last play. Gunnar Stockton in at quarterback for Georgia now. So their on to their 3rd string quarterback now. Georgia 49, UAB 21. 6:02 to go in the 4th quarter of that one. Washington and Cal underway. Washington already up 7-0. The Michael Penix show. Here we go. Kyle McCord, shotgun, last play of the game. Handoff. He scored. Who is that? Travion Henderson? I can't tell who that is. I think it's Travion Henderson.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that was Travion Henderson scored on the last play of the game. That's it. Game over. Ohio State wins. Unreal. Rudy crying now. That's it. It's official. Touchdown Jesus is converting to Islam. Touchdown Jesus is converting to Islam. Look. Touchdown Jesus is converting to Islam.
Wow,
it's official.
All
right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. I had a great time watching football with all of you today. We'll do it again next weekend. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I call-in shows every Tuesday and Thursday night, game streams every weekend. We have a really good time. Subscribe. Get to know the people in the comments section. We have a really good time around here. Good shout out to Ohio State. Congratulations on the win. And to Notre Dame, well, like we've been telling you for a while, unless they bring back black and white TVs and segregation, Notre Dame's never winning anything of note. All right, talk to y'all next